J.K. Rowling does not respect. Trans lives matter. Trans lives matter. J.K. Rowling does not respect trans lives. Trans lives matter. They are so important, J.K. Rowling. I will not support you anymore until you support me, J.K. Trans lives matter. Trans lives matter. Why don't you support me? Trans lives matter. Trans lives matter, J.K. Trans lives matter. Trans lives matter.
Trans lives matter. What is going on, everybody? We're here. We're live for the main event. What's going on with Jay?
Oh my god! I usually see everything that Alex Stein does, and I did not see. I missed that. I totally missed that.
We have his cameraman is hosting the show tonight, Ryan Gill.
I did record all of that. I was walking around, following around a man in a dress at Universal Studios.
We decided if anyone connected to Park Hoppin needed to get kicked out of a theme park, it was Ryan. Everybody else were like, all right, we can't kick that out of Universal.
That'd be a blessing.
Oh, dude,
it would be a
was
blessing
so
if that happened to me. But yeah. Unfortunately, no, it was completely fine. No one cared. It was like Alex, like there are so many fucked up people at theme parks that like no one took a second glance at Alex. They just like walked right by him, didn't even look at him. Just a man in a dress. A man in a dress. Nobody gave a shit.
I mean, granted, it was Universal. I would have loved to see that happen at Disney, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I can just imagine the fact that you would not even finish saying trans before you get tackled by Goofy or something.
No.
But the best part was when the breathing fire happened. You could tell it scared him a little bit. And he looked up.
Yeah, he had no idea that was gonna happen because he's never been there or like whatever. It was just like impeccable timing. It was just perfection.
But the best part was when he was walking through casually with us in that dress, with the headgear and that black person dropped the N-bomb at him.
They were just like N-word.
Yeah, like it's like the Kevin Hart when Kevin Hart's like, you know what I mean, in that comedy special. Like that's how they said it to him. You could tell they were mad at how he was dressed up. Basically, there was like cultural appropriation.
It was so funny. Like they were so outraged.
That's good. That's fucking good.
It was perfect. But yeah, we are here. Jeremy, what's going on, man? Where you at?
I'm in Houston, Texas. We're getting ready for Anime Matsuri. So me and Jay and Krista are already here, and we're getting ready. We can't wait to meet all of you. We got a panel on Saturday. We got the YouTuber panel, and then we've got the Friday Night Tights, Rippaverse, Nerdrotic, Geeks and Gamers panel that we're all doing. Rippa will be there. Ryan, it's going to be awesome. Got to see Jay eat Jack in a Box for the first time. He's not feeling too good.
What face is he?
I heard Jay has diarrhea.
He doesn't look like he's feeling very good.
Gary's
Looks like
comment.
he's trying
I
to
like
hold
Gary's
in
comment.
a fart.
Jay looks like he's porn isn't loading. He's porn.
That is Mr. 500,000 right
Yes.
now. Nerdrotic hit 500,000. Bro,
That's fucking crazy.
every video Gary makes is getting like 300,000 or 400,000 views.
Man,
It's insane.
It's unbelievable, man.
It's insane. Like holy crap. But yeah, nobody deserves it more than him, man. He's crushing it. That's my brother. Congratulations to him, man. Can't wait for Friday Night Tights. Missed y'all this past Friday, but we'll be back. We're going to kick ass this Friday. It's going to be awesome. 500,000 celebration. Damn right. So shout out to Gary.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And of course, we've got we stopped counting at this point after we hit 3 million. Was it a $3.3 million man? Is that where we're at right now?
We're getting close. What are we at? We're at 3.2, almost 3.25. Or are we at 3.25? Somewhere around there. So yeah, we're closing in, getting closer to 3.3.
Hell yeah. And we got some PayPal issues I think we're going to talk a little bit about tonight, as well as
Yes.
a Rich Johnstain. I
Hey.
think we might talk about him a little bit tonight too, because he's very upset that his dog shit article was very poorly received by people. Crazy.
Yeah, that fucking guy. I was surprised. Actually, I wasn't. I can't be surprised, that idiot. But I got tagged in some shit, and he's like, it's typical. Though he doesn't call himself a journalist, he says he's a reporter. Which whatever, call yourself whatever you will. But yeah, we'll talk about that for sure, because this idiot he's trying to play the victim. He wrote a dog shit article. People said what they needed to say about it, and now he's like, oh well, I tried to cover it, and you know, this is the reception I got. Like, he just wrote some objective article on the Rippaverse shit. But you know, that's to be expected of the Access guys that have covered this material. But other than that, man, I've been good, man. I can't wait to see everybody, of course, on this weekend, of course, Anime Matsuri. I'll drive down there from Dallas to Houston. Easy drive for me. And yeah, we'll be hanging out, chatting, doing everything. And I'm excited, definitely, considering now this stuff is out with the Ripaverse stuff. To be talking to everybody kind of about that is going to be a great time. So yeah, I'll be seeing y'all there hanging out.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Looking forward to it. Dude, all of the memes. Jay, can you get your Jack in a Box order on FNT?
What happened? Well, Jay, let's start with that. What happened to Jack in the Box? I love Jack in the Box, but I've got like an iron stomach. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Why is he just cheesing like that?
Smile and wave.
Yes, you, bro.
Smile and
Yeah.
wave.
Is there anybody else that got diarrhea from
I
Jack
hear
in the
like
Box?
I hear like robot voice in my ear.
He just like how long he stood there. I thought he was frozen. I was like, no, he's moving. He like blinked. He's
Oh, yeah.
So such a delay.
Oh my
I'll
God.
tell everybody what happened to Jack in a Box. So Jay, I was dropping Jay off at his hotel earlier, and he's like, "Can you run me by a fast food place? It doesn't really matter. We're driving around looking for one." And we kind of ended up in a kind of an area in town that, you know, Ryan probably would not have stopped in, but we're like, all right, you know what? He's like, oh, Jack in a Box. I've never had Jack in a Box. I'm like, well, Jack in a Box
I
is
got fruit punch.
Yeah,
from Jack in the Box when I was there.
Yeah, it's like objectively terrible, and I love it, but I know it's not good. So we go, and he's like looking at the menu. He goes, "Damn, they got everything." I'm like, "Yes, they do." And he orders his food. I pull up to the window so he can like talk to them through the to the back seat in the window he's at. So he gets his food, and then we're pulling away, and then he says, "Oh man, no, they forgot my tacos." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So I was like, well, I'm looking behind me. I was like, there's nobody behind me. So I just backed down the drive-through, backed all the way up to the window. Nobody was there. I honked the horn. They finally show up. And Jay's like, yeah, you guys forgot my tacos. They're like, you didn't order tacos. He goes, yeah, I did. And they're like, no, you didn't. And they looked at the receipt. He goes, oh, I thought I did. And they're like, no, it's okay. Here you go. And they just handed him 2 tacos. And I'm like, and then Kristen was like, did they just hand you 2 tacos that were sitting around? He goes, yeah, I guess. 30 minutes later, he's like sick as hell.
I would have ate the hell out of those.
Jay has no idea what's going on.
I hear it's like it's slow. The internet is not good. I even paid for like the upgraded hotel Wi-Fi.
Are you sure you did though? Like based on the evidence, are you sure you did?
yeah.
So I ate the tacos, and but they just tasted like they were like out for a while. Oh, they were rough, man. It was rough. I didn't finish. I finished them, but that was probably a mistake. And then, did somebody say something?
I feel like he's still at the beginning of the show.
Yeah, I think he's on the at the beginning of the show. Jeremy's story right now.
Jay, are you listening
Okay,
to the
Jay.
YouTube
Let
link?
me try to like reset.
Good idea.
My favorite part is how long he stood there smiling, like, yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, so I like Jack in the Box. It's dog shit food, but I'll eat the hell out of it. Like their burgers kind of taste like they've been microwaved or something like that. But they have like everything. They have legitimately everything you could possibly want on that menu. And I love those like crispy tacos. So
I didn't even know Jack in the Box had tacos though.
Oh, they were known for that for a little bit there.
Really?
Yeah,
$2 tacos.
99-cent tacos. That was like
It's $2 tacos for $1, right?
Yeah, that's what that was. They were known for that for a while there. Yeah,
Two tacos for $1.
Yeah, it's better in Mexico prices. I mean,
you could get a house for
in
that
Joe
price.
Biden's America. I think they're fine. But,
you get a house for that.
Yeah, in Joe Biden's America is two tacos for $5, I think. But we do have a big $50 super chat from Eric Bailey. Thank you, Eric. Says, long live the fans and down with the trash shows. PayPal better pay the pal up. Rippaverse already has a fandom before it's even released, and it's fantastic to see it happen in real time. We will thrive while the haters take a dive. Hail to all. Thank you very much, Eric Bailey. We appreciate you. And we're definitely going to talk about that later once we get through these intros. Jay, can you hear us?
Yeah, I hear you.
Nice.
Sorry about that.
You good, bro?
I just saw the thumbnail. What the heck?
That's Krista.
Krista did that.
I don't know if I can be on camera, but we'll see how that goes.
That's fine. That's fine.
You sound good.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, you were brought here for your looks, so I don't know what you're gonna be able to offer if you don't have your most handsome man, but we'll deal with it.
Yeah,
you should put the thumbnail photo as your avatar.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah, you sound pretty good for just another average clickbait YouTuber, Jay. So sound good, buddy. Taco Sensei. Ivan.
I know that reference. Sorry.
What's up, everyone? First off, I just wanted to take an opportunity since we have all this crowdfunding going on with all this independent comics. So I have a prototype of my next comic inspired by Will Smith, In the Pursuit of a Green Card. So this is the prototype I have. That's going to be me and my Tio. And this is going to be like ICE trying to stop us.
What about M&M's?
I said that's the prototype, you retard. So it's not the cover just yet. I'm working still on it, okay? I can barely afford to eat, so this is what I could do. I stole that from an old lady crossing the street. So hopefully you
M&M's that look like they're gang banging. What is that?
Yes. So once you dive into the world of anime, man, it corrupts you. Like, let me tell you, I didn't know what I was in for, but oh my god, have I seen some shit? So hopefully I can get you guys to crowdfund my project. I think the goal is for like $10. So hopefully we can get that by the end of the week. So and thank you guys. Thank you. Kisses.
Hank says Jay looks like a young Brendan Fraser. Nice.
Man, don't talk to me about Brendan Fraser.
I just say, hopefully you don't look. Hopefully you don't end up like the old Brendan Fraser.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, that man has ate himself out of his George of the Jungle outfit. That's for sure.
I got some private stories about him.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, that's why I laughed. That's why I laughed.
That's rough.
We've also got Epic Mike, who I spent a couple days with over the weekend. We were working on a little Epicverse project up in Michigan, so I got to meet Mike.
Yeah, it was dope. Yep, he was like, first thing he said, "Wow, you really are light skinned and fat. What do I do about this?" I said, "I don't know, man. Just don't tell Rippa." I had to give him money out of my pocket not to tell Rippa about it. So it's like, I'm working on it, bro. Just wait. Just give me a second, all right?
I think I did say something about that.
Probably.
He's not really lying.
No,
I am excited about the Epicverse stuff, though. I mean, like that's the effect Rippa's had on so many people. Like that's obviously something Josiah and Mike and those guys have been working on for a while because I've known about it for a while. But the success of the Rippaverse is kind of like you and Josiah now, Mike, are you like y'all's motivation is just hit another level. You're like, holy shit, you know what I mean? So that's the effect it has, man, and that's the effect Rippa wants it to have. That's the best part of it. So
I gotta say, like. I'm a little like bewildered or befunked because people put my face on cupcakes, and Jeremy decided it was a good idea to put it in his background of Twitter, and now
it's his banner.
We started a head cupcake J movement.
Yeah.
Thank you, Steph.
I stand with drunk 3PO. You're welcome.
I didn't
Yellow
participate. I respect you, Jay.
Thank you.
Welcome.
I appreciate that. I even sent Ryan a thank you text. Thank you.
He did.
Someone said in the chat, is Jay gay? I hope not. Let me just tell you, I'm not. Thanks.
Are you bi like Obi-Wan?
I'm not bi.
My favorite part is how he said, "I hope not." He's gatekeeping the gay community.
Like, I hope not. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Alex left his dress and this hat in my book bag, so I brought it with me to Houston. I thought he was going to be in Houston, but he's not. So I don't know what to do with it. It's taking up space in my suitcase.
We should
You
put
gotta
it
wear
on.
it. You gotta wear it. Just sell it. Put it up on eBay.
I can put it on now for the show. If
Yeah, you should put it on.
Someone's got a, I don't know.
Hypnotic for $60. That used to be the price of a new video game. Congratulations, Rippa. It makes me proud to see your success as a creator, and doing it independent is even more impressive. The haters are exposing themselves every single day since this started. They're having a rough week, man.
Fucking shit.
But to be fair, they're having a rough life.
That
Which
is
is why
true.
they are the way they are.
Yeah.
That is true.
But and last but certainly not least, my nerdy home. Hey, Steph.
Hi. Hello. I think like if someone sends a $200 super chat, Jay should put Alex Stein's dress and headdress on.
I like
Y'all
that.
stop saying I gotta do this stuff.
I
Why don't
definitely
y'all do
stand with
something
that.
for money.
Because you're the one that has the stuff. You
I didn't
did
steal
this
the
to
guy's hat and his
yourself.
dress.
I'm
Yeah.
running
You
the
told
stream.
us that you
Yeah.
had his dress and his headdress.
He just
I'm
told me
running
not
the
to throw it in
stream.
the trash can.
Well, now you
No,
can
before
wear it.
you do that, you could wear it. Like I would totally wear it, but I don't have it. But you do.
Yeah. Any one
It's
of us
true.
would wear it, but you're the one that has it. And
Yeah,
nobody
every
knew.
single
one of us would
No
do it
one
for
knew
the
that you
stream.
had it until you said it.
And
Yeah,
here's the
dude.
thing. Here's the thing, Jay. Like we are
Anyway,
willing to do
Eric,
it.
great job on the Rippaverse, man.
Appreciate it.
The videos I made for the Rippaverse are the best on my channel right now. So keep
Hell yeah.
doing something. So I can
You know what would be best for your
I have
channel
some
too?
content
Wearing
to
that
make.
dress. That would be best for your channel.
Yeah. If you really care
Hey,
about
Jay-
the Rippaverse, to wear it.
That's
Jay, you
true.
got a video out really quick on that KOTOR story.
Yeah, 1,000 views. Ryan got 15,000. Same time, same video. But hey, that's the game we played. I'm okay with it.
I wasn't gonna mention that part.
Trust me, I see.
I was
see
just
it
gonna
all.
say I saw you get it out really quick.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It took me a minute. It took me like an hour. I would have been quicker if the internet worked well. I would have got it out sooner. But
Lynn Fan for $50 over on Streamlabs. Can Jay get Rippa's PayPal money on FNT?
oh my god,
It was nice seeing Ryan involved with BBC today. I was on the real BBC for a while to explain the inner workings of Obi-Wan being bisexual. Now we should have seen it coming. There's 2 bis in the man's name, so I guess maybe that's where Star Wars was coming from with that. But yes, thank you, Lynn Fan. We'll see if Jay can get Rippa's money. Period. And then we'll see if we can get an FNT. And then
5%.
Taters Vivo for 35. I'm curious, have you guys heard of the recent shit with Riot Games banning and doxing 2 pro players for having an opinion on a Snowflake Valorant community member saying teabag equals sexual assault? Pretty messed
All
up.
that shit.
Oh my
Also,
God.
Jack in the Box
That
tacos
thing.
are fire. Yeah, the tacos are great. And anyone who says differently, I don't know.
I'm
know
not
what to do.
familiar with that story. So
I haven't heard about
it's-
that. No.
I'm pretty familiar with it. It's
Yeah.
it's bad.
I will. I'll look into it. I'm not sure if we've even covered it on Geeks and Gamers Play. As how busy I've been all over. I've been driving. I drove 15 hours yesterday. We're in Miami. We're in Orlando, hanging out with Alex Stein. And we've got all this other. So it's been a wild week. And all for good reason. But yeah, it's been a wild one. So there's a lot of news that I'm behind on. I don't even know about this Obi-Wan story. Like I don't even know exactly what's going on. Ryan's going to explain it to me tonight. So you're going to get my
Obi-Wan
live
next week.
reaction. So yeah, it's just bullshit, and it's why we're going to continue to use that opportunity to show why we should be supporting people like Rippa, because the fact that we're even having this discussion about Obi-Wan Kenobi is fucking sick. But in terms of like being fake offended over some bullshit during a video game, again, I'll just say what I always said: none of these motherfuckers could survive a Modern Warfare 2 lobby. In the discussion.
Oh, you're gonna
So-
laugh once I give you the cliff notes of this thing. It's It's insane. It's one of the most snowflake things I've ever heard in my life, and I've heard some shit.
There's been like an attack on teabagging over the past like 5 years. It's been really weird. It's from people that suck at video games and are upset about it. Like that's really what it is.
Mhm.
And hey, I get my ass kicked in video games all the fucking time. But like you can't. Like if you get offended by that, you got to stop it. It's like basketball, right? When people get upset that a team's like running up the score, fucking stop them. Like you shouldn't assume people are going to take it easy on you or something. And they're going to celebrate when they beat your ass. Like I would celebrate if I beat your ass. That's how it fucking works.
You know, and you know what? Like if it happened to another player, that's one thing. But the way it happened in this one is that it happened between team players.
Oh my god.
So just to paint you the story, they were like competing in this Valorant thing, and one of their friends got killed, and his friend, like his teammate, just as a joke, because they were like right there, he decided to teabag his friend, and they were laughing amongst each other. They're like, "Oh yeah, we're friends. We're just shooting the shit." So the people, like the organizers of the event, they felt insulted, and they felt like, you know what? Teabagging is literally the same thing as legit sexual assault. So they banned those two players from playing, and they just doubled down on the thing. And they just came up with an apology that is not really an apology, but there's just another doubling down on like, no, teabagging on a video game is the same thing as a legit sexual assault.
Yeah, I did hear about that.
Is killing someone in a video game the same thing as murder?
Right? Like seriously, teabagging is the same thing as sexual assault. Yet at the same time, they're killing people in the video game. But this is somehow more offensive.
I remember when I uploaded that clip of us beating the shit out of Ray on Fortnite, and people were like, "Can you imagine what the player on the other side of this was thinking when they had 4 people just ganging up on them in the pregame lobby?" And I'm like,
they were probably thinking I shouldn't have chose this character.
Yeah, you fucking people. They're probably laughing about it. I would laugh. Like, how many times have we had that happen to us in pregame lobbies? If you have a game that plays like that, and you're just like pregame lobby, somebody comes up and fucks with you, and these people are thinking like the person on the other end was like offended or something, and I'm like, this is such a fucking weird timeline, dude. Holy shit, man! Like, what? Yeah. It's a fucking video game.
Apparently that happened at like a professional tournament. But the other thing that just happened, the other thing that the 2 players that just got banned was because on a Discord for like Valorant Discord, they were talking about elevating women and non-binary Valorant players, and a member literally stated in it that teabagging is equated to sexual assault. And 2 players were like, "No, that's not even the same thing. It's not even comparable." And they were like, "Well, cool. Well, now you're banned because you're basically, ignoring somebody's experience."
Like it's like people that support me in Reddit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
You can't even allude to the shit without getting fucking banned off of that goddamn shit.
So that's on the comic book Reddit, right? Like just
our comic book subreddit. Yeah.
That's so ridiculous. The funny thing about Valorant's full of some weird people, but they did try to like start just a female pro Valorant team, like all females.
Yeah,
they fucking sucked. They got absolutely fucking wrecked. They didn't even belong in these competitions. So it just made them look worse. Speaking of making people look worse, I guess we could take a look at this. This is what Jeremy and Jay are doing in Texas.
Of course he liked it. Ryan likes none of my tweets, but he likes this tweet and retweet. Wow. There it goes.
Fuck.
Well, I guess
you can play. Go to my account and play the video, Ryan. Do you have shared audio so you can show them the context here? So, because that is there is more to the video. Not like that.
Shit. Think about that. Hold on to your buckets.
Yeah, hold on. I don't know why he said that.
Hold on to your buckets.
I didn't hear him. I didn't hear him.
That's what people in Texas say. I don't know.
I don't know why Jay said that.
No, it's not.
Well, I'm learning. Okay.
Here we go.
Howdy, geeks and gamers.
Hey,
my name's Jeremy. This here's Jay. Drunk 3PO in the buckets. D-Day. We got the Ford F-150 right here.
Hold on to your buckets.
What the fuck, man?
I like how you pointed. Hey.
Hey.
Back it up just a little bit.
Jeremy's glasses
right
were
here. It's right
filthy.
here.
Drunk free PO. Hold on to your buckets. We got Ford F-150 right here.
Everything, if you just watch Jay in this thing, it's like the first thing you just like, ha or whatever. And then when he points to the car, he just points like directly to the top. And then he like readjusts it. Watch what he readjusts.
Drunk free PO. Hold on to your buckets. D-Day Super. We got the Ford
And then he shifts it right here.
F-150 right
Hold on to your
Oh
buckets.
my god! Now, so when we were doing that,
Look at all the buckets in the chat.
when we were doing that, Krista was in the truck record. I had no idea she was doing this, so she's recording us, and she sent this to the premium members on geeksandgamers.com. So she's recording us, and she goes, "Hi guys, I'm really scared. These two crazy people are outside, and look, they're trying to record me." And it's so fucking funny. It's so good. And then I didn't see Jay. Like when we were done, Jay starts prancing around like he's got chewing tobacco in his mouth, and she's recording that, acting scared. It was so damn funny, man. So
Lack of sleep.
yeah.
Yeah.
You never
There you
know
go.
what the fuck's gonna happen when we're on the road.
That's
So.
for sure.
Yeah.
Jay, are you okay?
Look at all the buckets in the chat. That's funny.
There's a lot of buckets.
Yeah, I'm
Hold
good.
on to your buckets.
I'm
I
happy.
don't know why I said that dumb stuff.
Hold on to your buckets.
I was trying to be Texan, but it didn't work.
So,
That's very
so Texans do
non-Texan.
3 things. They go,
Hey.
hold on to your buckets.
Can Jay get the buckets on F&T? Yeah.
The best part was like, so when Krista started recording that, right when I was over there with him, I was pumping gas in my truck, and then Jay's like, "We should do something." So I was like, "All right, fuck it. Let me get my cowboy hat." And as soon as I said that, she zoomed in on Jay, and Jay goes, and he like went into cowboy mode and then we walked over there. Like Jay like got all into it. Like he was like Jay was like a method actor. Like he totally went all in on the cowboy persona.
Listen,
so good.
I was on a truck for 12 hours in the back seat. I had to do something to let off some steam.
Had to
That's
hold
what
on
it
to some
was.
buckets.
Buckets.
In the
Hold
back
on to your
seat.
buckets.
Well, you get sick, you want a bucket.
Yeah. Well, speaking of something that's even sadder than hold on to your buckets, we got to talk about Obi-Wan, guys.
Oh God.
I've been waiting for this moment.
Yeah.
This
Disney
is my
Star
fanfic.
Wars. Disney Star Wars is never satisfied with simply inserting a bunch of their own characters with their own identities and gender fluidity or whatever. They have to take original characters and change them, almost as like a scalp for the LGBTQ community. Look at what we got. One of the original characters in Star Wars. We've completely changed and retconned their backstory. And that's now happening with Obi-Wan Kenobi. This is the headline from Bounding into Comics. New Star Wars Padawan prequel novel implies Obi-Wan Kenobi is bisexual. And the way this started taking off was on Twitter. There's an account called Star Wars Queers Watch.
Oh my
God damn.
The idea that there is an account that simply exists to count the number of gay people in Star Wars. Interesting. I wonder how that worked with a Batman review. But anyway, but anyway, they say, Padawan, you might have heard by now, but queers. Obi-Wan himself is arguably bi/pan, arguably on the ace spectrum or demisexual, definitely queer. There's also a non-binary character, their girlfriend, an MLM dude, and an ace girl. So let me translate for all the normal people in chat that don't know what the fuck these things mean. MLM is a man-loving man. So that MLM dude, I don't know why you have to say that, and an ace. Ace means like asexual or something like that. This is in the new Star Wars novel Padawan, where Obi-Wan is before the Phantom Menace. So you got to imagine Obi-Wan Kenobi is 15 or 16 years old at this point. They do go into more detail right here. Obi-Wan's story in Padawan is one of self-discovery, in a cute, relatable scene where Obi tries to figure out his attraction. Any gender goes, but he's not sure if romance is for him at all. No clear label, but definitely on the bi or asexual aromantic spectrum. Among the queer kids Obi meets, so queer kids, that's what this is. They're all probably around the same age group, 14, 15, 16. Obi-Wan meets their leader, Aj, whatever. Her non-binary shape-shifting partner, Zabri. Aj's brother, Kasul, who's down to experiment with Obi-Wan. We will read the passage where you can see this. And Mem, a girl who's not down for romance or attraction at all. Queerness in this book feels very casual, and I love it. And you might think that's just some freak online, some weirdo that's interpreting it that way and maybe taking something that's pretty ambiguous and putting their spin on it. But here they tag the author, Kirsten White. Kirsten White responds, "Thank you so much. It was such a genuine honor to get to write part of Obi-Wan's story." This is a confirmation from the author that everything this person said is absolutely 100% correct, which means Obi-Wan is being portrayed as some sort of ambiguous bisexual person in this new story. Now, before we even read this, Jeremy, who you didn't know anything about this before I pulled up this story, what's your fucking reaction to this?
I've said a lot of mean things about people involved with Star Wars, and I would like to apologize for not being absolutely more ruthless on these fucking pieces of shit. Fuck every single person affiliated at Lucasfilm. Fuck you if you work there. Fuck everybody. I fucking hate the people involved with Star Wars. I despise them. They are horrible fucking people. They are disgusting, and they're going to continue to hire freaks like this into the equation. I will not ever stop roasting these pieces of shit until this thing is dead in the ground and the Rippaverse is the one standing on the fucking corpse. Fuck these pieces of shit. Like, this is so next level. This is so next level, but all it does is it confirms every fucking thing we have been saying about these pieces of shit. And everybody that tries to say, oh, they're being too harsh. No, we were being truthful. And sometimes the truth might fucking hurt, but that is what we have been saying for the past several years now. These people are demented and twisted, and their idea is to indoctrinate children. That's what they are doing. That's it, their entire goal. Sick fucking freaks. That's my thoughts on it.
And this paragraph is kind of what highlights a lot of this stuff. They're talking about relationships and romantic involvement and stuff like that as Obi-Wan witnesses all these people having relationships who, again, are likely underage in typical Disney fashion. But he talks to Kasul, the man-loving man. Not many choices around here. I don't think love's in my future either, and I'm fine with that. As long as I have the power to keep my family safe, that's enough for me. Though I will admit, I've been curious about kissing and why Aj and Zabri enjoy it so much. So if you're ever curious too, let me know. Obi-Wan blushed. I will let you know. I mean, not that I will do that right now with you or anyone. And then it goes into kind of his headspace thinking about, I wonder, maybe I don't want to kiss anyone, or maybe I want to kiss all of them. It is some weird shit. And again, the fact that this author replied here, like to this person, that is the right interpretation of what they're seeing. Now, the idea that Obi-Wan could be asexual, aromantic, I don't think that makes any sense because, again, he's in a relationship in Clone Wars with the Duchess of Mandalore, Duchess Satine. So unless you're telling me your sexuality is a choice, which I don't think you want to go down that road, even though I would love to. But dude, this is an absolute mess. This is a nightmare, but this is Disney Star Wars. This is the audience they've cultivated. They are writing, they're people that have been doing like fanfics and ships with like Obi-Wan fucking Commander Cody or Anakin or whatever. These are the freaks that they're catering to now. These are the freaks that are writing Star Wars because it's not Star Wars anymore.
Yeah, 100%. I just, it is truly unbelievable that anybody doesn't see right through this at this point in time. It really is. And it's as obvious as day. But I like, could you imagine the person, that author, like working for somewhere like where Rippaverse have, like, you have their ethics and, you know, your code, like, you know what I mean? Like they would lose their minds. Yeah. You know what I mean? And these people don't deserve to have the positions they're having, but they've been elevated by identity politics and social justice propaganda. And again, that's all Star Wars is. Like, you got to get to a point where, again, either laugh at it, roast it, meme it to hell, or just completely move on from it. If you have hope for it, I'm telling you, that is the wrong thing to have. It will never get better. It will never be saved. It is so far gone until it is in the hands of a complete new company and owner. It's done. Like, there is a disease at Lucasfilm, and that disease, you're not going to be able to like get rid of that disease. You're going to have someone that actually owns it, that buys it, owns it, and publicly takes a stance against this. And the reason I say that is because it's never going to happen. It's dead. It's over. It's done. Move on from it, or just laugh at it.
Doubling down, man. It's like, it's an odd time to be a fan of like any kind of nerd shit, because like you have to kind of grow to accept that like this is what this shit is. I've had to do it with Marvel, and I had to do it with like DC stuff. It's like these guys just are hiring people that legitimately don't give a shit. And it's bad fan fiction that has been being written by people that don't deserve the positions that they're in. But because the insane people run the asylum, you're going to get more and more of this. And this is why what we did sticks out like a sore thumb, but also it shows how it's so successful. Like we know we keep kind of reverting back to the whole Riva situation, or the Riva crowdfund that Hasbro or whatever did, and how it didn't get funded despite literally that show just either ending or having been a thing. That should never happen. Anything that Star Wars is tied to a property that just came out, they should be having to cap it. Not that, okay, we can't get it funded. They should be needing to cap that shit, because people are falling over themselves to spend however much the money is to a property as such. But it's not what you get. It's catering to, and I know I've mentioned this before, Ryan's mentioned it plenty of time, to a group of folks that don't even have like capital like that. Like, they don't have money. They're really limited to places like Twitter and TikTok and stuff that they'll signal about it. They'll retweet each other. They'll sit up here and gossip girl shit. But when it comes to actually putting money into something, that's not really the demographic that does that. It's generally people, and now you see how these companies simply cannot exist without the funding of folks that, let's say, are on our line of thinking, not ideologically, just where we're at, like as far as seeing pop culture, nerd culture, or whatever it is for what it is. Doesn't matter what you call yourself on the political spectrum. Like, they need folks like ourselves to fund and uphold them, because when they don't have access to that, you see what happens. It falls on its face. A lot of these people, these creatives that attempt to like leave that structure and they go do their own stuff, they generally can't get funding. They can't do anything. Nobody's really backing it. And it's because they're simply catering to a demographic of weirdos that are broke as fuck, for lack of better terms. They don't have fucking money. They're weird in the sense that, okay, and about weird, I'm talking about the people that like own this shit, whether it be Disney or whatever, well, they're all in on that. They're just saying, hey, this is the demographic of people that we want to buy our shit, or rather we make the material for. And what you see, this is why the Rippaverse stuff is so important, not to me or not to even the brand itself. It's something that's tangible that shows you that, hey, when you simply just make good material and present it in a way that they will, that those that have been around just want it, it is insanely lucrative. And for them, I say just fucking let them die. They don't deserve your money at any given chance. The best you can do right now is monetize the fuck out of them, like many people on our side, and make fun of these fucking goofballs, because it delegitimized them. But if you are going into it with the expectation that as long as Disney's owning that shit, they're ever going to change, or for Discovery or Warner, that they're ever going to fucking change, you're being delusional. And I shared that delusion for a little bit. But it's not the time to be delusional. They don't deserve your money. You deserve way more respect as a customer than them trying to force feed you some bullshit that is really just them hijacking the characters that you love, that you cherished, that you grew up on, that you did all this shit for, and you subsidize that company or subsidize that brand for that. No, they're taking that shit and spitting in your fucking face. You do not deserve that shit, and you should have some more dignity as opposed to letting these motherfuckers do what they do to you.
Yeah.
You know what? I would like to shove my burrito into this conversation and just say, first of all, like one thing that I definitely I think we can all agree on is the fact that whoever you decide to sleep with should matter as much as your preference in ice cream. Like, it's incredibly irrelevant, and for you to keep it to yourself, right? But what makes me really sad is the fact that when we were kids and we were watching Star Wars, when we were watching like superheroes and shit, we were watching in awe of like who they were defeating, how they were growing, and like the best part of humanity was reflected on these mystical, magical beings. They were reflecting the best of us because humans are completely shitty and imperfect. So we're seeing this perfect being, and we're like, we want to try to be like Batman and Superman. We try at least. Now, what are they going to try to be? Are they going to try to be bisexual Obi-Wan? Are they going to be like transsexual Darth Vader? That instead of like, I am your father, is gonna come with some whip chains and like, I'm your daddy, and you know, bend down over like what's the future now? What are they
that's
gonna
very
be looking
possible.
up to?
That's very possible.
Yeah.
That's the problem. That's
Well,
the problem.
there's no line because it's always some new thing that they got to add in there, some new level of validation they have to have, and that's why, you know, I was actually talking about this earlier today too. That's why they constantly label everybody ists and phobes, isms, because in their minds you're only measured by one thing that they can pick out about you. They you know, the fact that Obi-Wan's bisexual now, that's what he's going to be measured by going forward by these people. They don't give a shit about whether or not he's a good character, whether or not he's even a good person. All they want is representation, and that's all that matters to them. They don't give a shit about story or character development, everything like that. And that's why it is shitty bad fan fiction, because all it does is focus on one aspect of one thing that is really not that important, and they blow it up and blow it out of proportion. And these companies are constantly catering to it, not realizing that these fanfic communities and shit like that, like, don't give a shit about the actual storylines. I mean, we've seen it in anime. There's, you know, like one of the bigger animes, My Hero, the creator of that has got constant like blowback because he won't address like character sexualities and stuff. And he's like, it's not a big deal. Like, I'm just writing a good story. And they're like, yeah, but you know, we have all this fanfic and all these stories we read about it. So why aren't you catering to us and responding to us? You know, it's insanity. They don't give a shit about anything. They just want it to be there so they can feel good about themselves at the end of the day. And even if, you know, if it goes belly up and falls apart, they'll just move on to the next thing. That's why, you know, early on, Rippa was telling us, gatekeep the fuck out of the Rippaverse, because they're going to be coming for it. They're not going to stop. They're going to come for whatever they can. Yeah.
We are going to see that shit. And like, I had a great conversation with Chuck about this. Like, these people are ruthless, man. Like, these motherfuckers like will sit there, and I don't know, Chuck was one of the first, for those of you that don't know, the great legend. They're one of the most prolific writers of our fucking time. Chuck Dixon, you know, in the 80s, 90s, you know, between Punisher, Batman, you know, Tim Drake, like, you could not get away
family stuff, man.
Yeah, all Bat family stuff. You like Chuck Dixon, for a lot of us, definitely that came up during that era, like that was our reference point, right? He was one of the first people to suffer from like this cancel kind of culture bullshit. And even to this day, I had we talked about this with our sit down about how with like Connor Hawk, like, this motherfucker is the one that writes the shit, right? He's writing this at the time. And there are folks that are trying to convince the people, bad actors, that Connor Hawk was either gay or that now they're confirming that he's asexual. And imagine like writing that shit and like someone's telling you that the opposite of what you meant is what it was. And Chuck was like, no, that never happened. That was not the case. But these fucking weirdos like, yeah, no, that was what happened. Like, I wrote it. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? You can't just fucking like tell me I didn't. Like, it meant some shit that it didn't mean. But that's how these fuckers are. They don't care about, to Mike's point, to fucking Taco Sensei's fucking point. Like, we all, like, these
You don't
fuckers.
even know my name. I'm your fucking gardener, and you don't know my name.
No, I know your name. This is what you identify as.
You put your name as Taco Sensei.
Yeah,
why are you getting offended?
I'm honoring what you identify as. You know what I mean?
Thank you, Rippa.
We got to take it a step further, Rippa. My name is Ryan. I'm a man. I go by he, him pronouns. I'm wearing a gray shirt that says Patriot across the front.
Fucking Kamala, man. But
oh my God, man. That's a whole different ball game. You ain't opening that one up right now, Ryan.
Yeah,
Don't open that one.
Different fucking ball game. But no, like these fuckers focus so much on this goofy shit that even with me, like you, like the bleeding asshole writer, and all these fucking weirdos are sitting there trying. Well, no. It's got to be like very political, right? There's a black person in it. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, you guys are so obsessed with this shit that, and this is what I fear, like, from just an art perspective, this next generation has no idea what the fuck that looks like. Like, we are going to be in for some bad fucking material because these guys are coming in with the idea that what is seen as good is highlighting that shit that, to again everybody's point here, you think would be on the back burner. It's not that you can't acknowledge that it's a thing, but this probably shouldn't be the defining fucking trait of who this character is. And there are so many weirdos that they're again catering to that are trying to be artists that get in these positions of influence that can write the character that you guys love, that fucking suck, and that's their perspective. Like, they think that's what it takes, which is why they see something like what we do. They don't even know what the fuck it looks like. They're like, well, no, remember these guys hate people that are black. That how can these same guys go support? It's like, no, fucker, you got it wrong. You got it wrong. Like, you never understood what the fuck we were arguing. But because you're so obsessed with this superficial bullshit, you don't even know what like good material actually fucking looks like. They have no idea.
To your point, and I think this is something I assume this was true, and I'm not caught up yet because I've been on the road. But Gus Fring was confirmed as gay, right? In Better Call Saul, that happened. Okay, right?
I mean, from Breaking Bad.
Huh? Yeah. Well, he
kind of acted gay.
100%. So, like, from what I understand, the most recent episode, it's been kind of all over the place, and I've seen everybody like thinking, "Oh, the outragers are going to be upset about this or whatever." Okay, first of all, if that actually happened, and I think it did, and I already assumed that was the case, that means that Vince Gilligan waited 11 total seasons to confirm it. Yeah. 11 seasons to confirm it in the most subtle way possible. Yeah. That is called storytelling. That is called character development. And in no way, shape, or form is it what defines the character. Literally no problem with it whatsoever. Yeah. Like, and it was already kind of assumed, like the way Gus acted, and it's not like he acted gay, but there was a lot of mystery around his personal life and how he acted. And so for that to actually happen doesn't bother me at all, because it's part of story fucking telling. And for Vince Gilligan to create one of the most iconic shows of all time and never talk about Gus Fring's sexuality whatsoever, not once is it ever mentioned. There's one moment that it's might possibly implied. There's like a flashback moment where it might be possibly implied, and that's it. And then you go through the entire season or the series of Better Call Saul, and now finally, which is a prequel, but finally we're getting, I guess, confirmation of it, that the people that are doing this to all of these other properties are not capable of that shit. All right. These people are defining the beginning of the character's journey based on their sexuality, or they're taking iconic characters that have no business being gay and retroactively turning them into it. Yeah. That's the problem with it. Yeah. So it's so fucking weird. And the fact that all they're doing with this Gus thing is they're taking it as a celebration. And it's like, you guys don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You don't even know what your argument is right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, Spike, this is why they don't really, say this all the time. They don't really like this shit. They don't really like Star Wars. They don't really like fucking any of this shit. They don't really like it. They're looking at it like, well, I think this is in spite to my enemy and my ideological enemy, my political enemy. And this is why they immediately, when they get a confirmation like that or something like that, they go to try to like rub it in the fucking face of people that, again, whose arguments they never really understood in the first place. They're just fucking spiteful assholes. That's it. Like, they like to think of us being that. Well, no, that's actually what it's a projection at that point. They're fucking spiteful assholes. They don't really like it. They're not really into this shit. They don't buy it. They don't even support the shit with their fucking money. It's more of, well, this makes these people mad, and therefore I am going to co-sign it. And those are the worst fucking customers to try to seek out. They're flaky. They're probably, if they're gonna support it, it's only gonna be sporadic. You're seeing what's happening when Marvel can't rely on that demographic. They fucking tank, like, period. Like, we're getting, I don't know what the update is on this store shit, but it probably should be a bigger story than what it is right now. That shit's not successful in the sense of what we've seen historically. There's a fucking reason for that. When they cannot depend, when they solely have to depend on the fucking weirdos, they can't succeed. We saw what happened with they can't fucking do. They can signal, oh, this is about representation, blah blah blah. All right, congrats. Okay, it's the gayest fucking movie. That's what fucking Portman basically,
super gay.
Yeah, it's like, it's insanely, it's the gayest fucking Marvel Cinematic. All right, congrats. You see what happens is all the motherfuckers that signal didn't really seem to come out in full support. What we do, on the other hand, is very fucking lucrative. As I got $3 fucking million that got to improve the shit. That is very lucrative to sit up here and just give people. It can even be niche. But our side is the one with the money. They ain't got the money. They broke as fuck, man. These fucking weirdos. They ain't got, a lot of them don't have. I'm not saying this as an insult. I'm just being for real. We know who that demographic is. They don't really got capital like that. They don't fucking got it like that.
And that's why they need to buy iconic franchises and completely change it, because they need the built-in infrastructure. They need that. They don't have the ability to create from the ground up, because they know that if they create from the ground up based on their nonsensical ideology, nobody's going to support it. Therefore, they have to hijack something that already exists, and then they have to call you a bigot when you don't accept the changes. That's the game right there. Now, idiots, dumb motherfuckers out there, the clowns that are trying to celebrate Gus Fring being gay as a win, even though they never watched Breaking Bad a day in their fucking life.
Exactly.
Those people are going to sit there and go, Rippaverse only made 3 million. Thor: Love and Thunder made 800 million. It's like, you are dumb as fuck if you think that's a direct comparison. What the hell is wrong with you?
It also isn't going to get to 800 million.
At this rate, it's actually not going to get there fucking anyway. But yeah, comparatively speaking, I mean, we've been doing something that is unprecedented. Like, even I highly doubt that the Comic-Cons of the world are going to include us in their monthly sales. I highly doubt that. If they did, we are literally the top selling fucking graphic novel, as they would consider it, the top fucking selling graphic, and it ain't even fucking close.
No, last year was what, 25,000 was the top, right?
Yeah, it's not even fucking close. Right now, we are in possession of the top fucking selling graphic novel, period. And I doubt that they ever acknowledge fucking that, which I'm fine with. That's the whole point. The point is that we don't go through you. So if the CBRs of the world want to completely ignore, which is right now the biggest fucking comic book story probably in the industry. I'm not talking about like with comic book movie shit. I'm talking about in comic books. The biggest story right now is exactly that. They had no problem covering that one fucking guy that had to ask that rich white man for a bunch of money. They certainly covered all of that motherfucker and everything that they got to fucking do with that shit, with having done nothing to the degree of what we've been able to fucking accomplish. I love it so much because it's tangible, man. It showed, like, all this shit I've been talking, I was not incorrect on. I did not miss on. I'm being dead serious. Like, these fuckers can be competed with. It's a lie. Those are the demoralized black pill son of a bitches who act like we can't get out there and fucking be competitive in this market are full of shit. I think those are just simply people that don't want us to give it a fucking shot because they're afraid of what happened here. and that is that. Wait a minute. Oh, it'll never come out. Oh well, okay, it ain't gonna make that much money. Oh well, oh shit. It won't make $1 million. No way. I just doubtful. It won't make 2 million. It won't make fucking 3 million. They'll keep fucking moving the goddamn post.
Oh, well, the next one won't make that much.
Yeah, exactly.
This is only going to last 10 issues.
Yeah, exactly. They're going to move the shit as far as that goalpost is ever changing. But it shows, guys, that look, if you have a creative mind, our corner of the internet, this idea that we're not impactful, this idea that we don't have influence is bullshit. Our corner of the internet absolutely has influence, and that's what they're scared of, the fact that it comes into fruition. Because when it does, and it happens even more to a degree, dude, they're fucking done. Because if it's gonna be our side with the money, the guys with the money versus theirs, the broke motherfuckers, I like our chances. I fucking like our chances.
Yeah. You brought up the point about the Riva lightsaber. This is coming off the most streamed series in Disney Plus history in Obi-Wan Kenobi. You know, despite the fact that ratings did fall off, you know, towards the tail end after people realized it's fucking dog shit. Off a character, Riva, who they introduced, and they created an entire social media campaign. They gaslit the media, they gaslit the fan base to support this character, to support this actress, all of this. All these stupid retards on Twitter with pronouns in their bios and anime avatars and Star Wars cartoons as their profile pictures, did all their fan cams. All of that. They didn't even come close to funding their stupid lightsaber project. Like,
they didn't even get halfway, did it?
1,400 out of 5,000 needed to actually go to fulfillment. They're just a little over 20%. That's what they're sitting at right there.
That's pretty fucking bad, man.
28%. That's what they're looking at. It's very sad. But I mean,
it's amazing how they didn't get the same type of traction when they were advertising as they did when they were virtue signaling for her. It's almost like these people don't actually care. It's almost like they don't care. It's only the message. Go ahead, Ivan or Taco Sensei.
So thank you, my alumni. So did you guys see what happened? Like, this is gonna be like a drunk driver swerving off the conversation, but did you see like what happened with Baymax?
Yes. What do you mean? You mean Baymax?
Yeah, like there's a clip online for anyone that didn't know, like, of Baymax having to buy tampons for a girl. And there's a trans man that suggests like a brand of tampons too.
Yeah.
And it's like, what the fuck, man? This is like 6-year-olds. Like,
I clearly in Mexico, you guys get your YouTube notifications 6 weeks late. But yeah, like it is true. Like that was weird as hell. And again, this is, I think it's targeted towards children. And there's two separate things to talk about there. There's the idea of talking about like doing an episode about menstruation in general. I think a lot of parents would have a problem with, because a lot of parents might want to be the ones that talk to their children about that. That's one thing. Then to have like the introduction of, oh, look, I'm a trans man, like all that stuff, that's next level. But this is Disney.
This is Disney. And we've heard from their executives, this is who they are.
Oh yeah,
this is them. They have told you. We
have a not so secret gay agenda, and we've found that it's a lot more easy to push this on children because there's so much more, like, they can be influenced so easy. They said it. I don't know if you're allowed to say
towards kids, and this novel is a young adult novel, isn't it? It's written by a young adult author, so it's aimed at like tweens. Yeah.
I think so. Like, I mean, based off the way it's written, it looks like it's written by a retard for retards. So I assume it's a young adult novel.
Well, it's by a young adult author. So it's aimed towards tweens. It's aimed towards kids. And they're talking about sexuality in this novel, which is a conversation that shouldn't be had between, I don't know. I just don't think that targeting children is a very good idea, but that's what Disney's doing, and they're doubling down on it.
What kind of Disney concentration camp did Obi-Wan go to in this? Where you have like 5 people, one of them's asexual, one of them's a man-loving man, one of them's a non-binary, and one of them's normal, I guess. I don't know. It's really weird that he just happened to run into this crew of characters.
Yeah.
You know, and the thing is that I'm going to open my mouth and make a dare. Like, in front of all of you guys, I am going to personally drive to each one of everyone's here houses, to mow their lawn. If in the next 2.5 years, it's going to be revealed that the reason why Anakin actually turned to the dark side is because he had fantasies with Obi-Wan, and Obi-Wan wasn't giving the dick up. You know, like, we're going to see. But
I think it's much more likely that, like, Obi-Wan was playing hide the lightsaber with his Padawan, and that he got a little scarred from that.
Don't fall in love, Anakin.
Well, again, we did see again. I'm still a little sketchy on the details of this, but I think this happened, and Jay can confirm this. So, did they remove Walt Disney's speech from the Disneyland show? Right, Jay?
Yeah, during the anniversary, he gave a speech about America and freedom and all that stuff, and they decided that they would take it out. And the funny thing is, it's like it's not. It wasn't like. It was the Disney adults that were complaining, and that's how we heard about that, which I found funny because usually Disney can do no wrong with the Disney adults, but they were just like they were furious. Saying you should never do that again, and why would you take the creator out? And the response was just, well, times are changing. So
yeah, there's literally nothing wrong with this speech, which there's nothing wrong with most things that these weirdos get offended over. But it's to show you how far the line will continue to move with these freaks. Walt Disney's speech. Was it the opening of Disneyland? Is that what it was?
Yeah,
Jay?
They would play it.
He's
they
just
would play
like
it for the anniversaries and stuff.
Yeah, he's like, for all that come to this happy land, this is your Disneyland is yours. And he talks about, America and families and all the horrible things that the left thinks that the world doesn't need. They don't think you need family. They don't think that we should celebrate America. They don't think that, men and women should be together. They don't think you should raise your kids. That they think that's all Walt Disney was saying was families are welcome. And it's like, I don't know if we can play it. I think was it Orange Grove's got the thing on Twitter right now, of the speech. Like,
the speech is basically like, hey, America, hard work and traditional values, like that kind of thing. It's kind of what it was about.
That's all it is. And they removed it. This is Disney right here, removing the creator from the history. And it's only going to get worse.
And that's the thing. It's like everybody was there for this big fireworks display, and they were like, wait a minute, they're missing something. So then, of course, they take to Twitter, and the rest is history. So
Jesus.
It's sad that those people go every single year, so they knew that it was missing. That's
if I can add
to me.
If I can add to the Obi-Wan book, the Obi-Wan book actually is supposed to help tie into the High Republic. And it ties into some of the characters that are in the High Republic. The High Republic book series, the one that has Geo the Rock, also had a lot of disturbing conversations. The Rock was Geo the Rock pilot, whatever that freaking thing is, was trying to understand sexuality as well, and was asking questions from young Padawans. Some of the clips from that book were
Leo Gyasi is asexual, I believe, in that, if I recall.
He's the pilot
from that book. Yeah,
right.
He's the pilot. He's the guy who looks like I don't know, gay Han Solo.
Yeah, and his ship is called the Vessel.
The Vessel.
Because who can write good names for ships anymore? Apparently.
But the thing is, they created the High Republic so they can have all this sexuality stuff in Star Wars, I guess. They made transgender Jedi twins that look like Star Wars theory, and they have we tease them about it quite often, and they just have all these different, and that's how they introduced it. Like, here's the pilot, he's asexual, so he doesn't need a woman in space, and here's this person, and they're bisexual, and this is a trans Jedi, and you're just like, what is this? So so now they're tying the High Republic into this Obi-Wan to try to connect the dots with everybody. So
I remember when everyone told me that the High Republic was canceled. It's weird that it's still being published. It's weird. They're still going forward with a TV show that's based in the High Republic. It's weird how that works.
High Republic is also featured on the Galactic Star Cruiser. So
it's true.
Great.
Yeah.
You know, I have to give mad props to Alex Jones. We used to laugh at Alex Jones saying that the frogs were gay. They're making rocks gay. Like that's where we are as a society. Like rocks are fucking gay.
If Alex Jones told me KK was fired, I'd believe it.
Well, all I want to say is, you know, there's Eric July, the owner of a brand new comic company. People are probably going to start coming to him with scripts and ideas, and I'm like, hey, Mr. July, sir, I have an idea for a character. It's a rock. It would be really cheap to sell, you know, like action figures and easy to draw, and we can give him a personality. And it's just a giant rock that has no arms or legs but flies a ship. What do you think?
I guess just going in the trash.
Getting your number blocked real fast.
Yeah.
He's like, give me a prototype and use it as a fucking paperweight. Be the answer.
God. Well, since we got an Alex Jones mention, we gotta show the man some love. So here we go.
We're gonna get you, asshole. Just know that. Fuck them! Fuck them! Sick of their shit. I don't fucking care anymore.
Literally, that's every Mario Kart.
Every fucking week, man. God damn.
You're all so hyped when you're in front and then a blue shell. You're like, fuck this. I don't even care anymore. Fuck this game.
Yeah.
Or Mike comes after you.
Yeah. Imagine, you know, being one of the worst players and then you get ahead and some asshole throws a red shell at you and then he targets you the rest of the night. It's weird.
You fucking dick. How about you did that? You did my first win.
Oh, I was so fucking happy about it too.
Oh,
man.
Steph almost won a race.
Yeah, she was in first, and we were coming around the last turn, and I was like, she hasn't got shit behind her. Bad out of management. Hit her with a red shell. Yeah,
it was almost
done.
I could have
The
won.
worst part was that I got hit with a blue shell later. So
it wasn't even worth it for him.
No. Well, it was definitely worth it for me. It's just,
yeah,
the next
conservation of happiness. I get it.
Yeah. Well, next time, in the next game too, she got ahead of Jeremy and was in first, and I hit her again too.
Yeah, that's why like Rippa and Jeremy will always like try to target each other, even when it's not reasonable to do so in the middle of the game.
I can't help it. When I see Rippa, I have to hit him.
It's conservation of happiness, right? Yeah. If I could just make Rippa a little less happy, then I am more happy in comparison.
Yeah. There's been a lot of times where somebody else won a championship because me and Rippa was too busy. Like, well, I'm a little too far back. So fuck that motherfucker. I'm taking him down with me too.
That's right.
I got mad last time we played because I threw 3 shells at Rippa and only 2 hit, and I was like, "Fuck, bullshit! I wasted a shell." He was like, "Yeah, Mike, you idiot!" And I was like, "What is this?"
Let me get through some of these super chats that came in at the beginning of the stream, guys. We got
4,000 people here.
Oh,
Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Smash the melee button. We appreciate you guys. Tuesday night's main event continuing to grow, and we are humbled and honored to be part of it.
That's right. Even when we're on the road, we're still doing it.
Right.
Jared the American for 5. Hey guys, I'm working on a video essay about how the central powers of World War I and their perspective. The First World War isn't taught enough. That's probably a good point, Jared. And all of the fallout from the First World War caused the Second World War. So I think that's a great idea. Jesus for 5. Just want to give a shout out to Can Man, always doing a great job as a mod, and to Krista Nova. You're awesome. There you go, Krista. Jesus is giving you a shout out. So I'm sure she's watching somewhere.
Yep.
Jolly Roger for 10. Even though the buys for ISOM #1 have slowed down to seemingly a trickle compared to what it was, that trickle's still a flood when compared to other indies out there. No disrespect. Hashtag Rippaverse. Well, it's hard to keep up with, like, you can't keep up with $1 million a day pace.
No, that was never going to be the. I think what we have now is more of accurate for what's going to happen, like through the entirety of like the campaign. Though we got a lot of stuff planned on August that I think I'll have it go up, and whatever. Like as far as like content, but yeah, what the trajectory that's on now is more accurate to what it's gonna. You can't expect to make $1 million a day.
And you're gonna be shipping stuff before the campaign ends, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So what I think is that once those start hitting and people see books in hands, I think that's gonna create a push towards the end of it Like once people, oh wait, because I think there's still a lot of people, and it is kind of hard to wrap your mind around that it's not a crowdfund, right? Yeah. Even though it kind of looks like Indiegogo, you know, the way you guys designed the website, it's not. It's a pre-order campaign, and these bitches are shipping out soon.
Yeah.
So once people get books in hands, once you start seeing reviews for ISOM #1 on YouTube, I think you'll see another boost, which is cool.
And, dude, it's hitting levels of like, it's just hitting levels of craziness. Like, I won't say the person's name. Every single person in this chat knows him, but I told Rippa, who texted me and congratulated him on the shit. Like, it's hitting next level. You know what I mean? Like, it's hitting crazy levels.
Biden?
Everybody.
Zack Snyder.
It damn sure wasn't that motherfucker. It damn sure wasn't that motherfucker.
Oh, hot damn it. Guys going sold the comic book, huh?
One of his bots might have sent me a message, but that's about it. Oh man, it really sucks not to have a couple of YouTubers on your side, buddy. Sucks when the media going after you, right, and shit. Nobody's on your side. Tough titty there, Zach. Go fuck yourself. But it's crazy, man. Rippa's just he's transcended our world, obviously, our little world that we have, and yeah, it's only gonna keep going from here.
Yeah, man, I'm excited. Excited.
Yeah, giving up on it.
Yeah, I can promise you, if it was Zack Snyder had given me that message and I told Rippa wouldn't have come back with a nice, man, that's crazy. No, it wouldn't.
You gotta have a new. You got a new update, motherfucker, trying to congratulate me. Go fuck yourself.
All right, let's catch up with some of these. Marcus Henry for 10. I know it's not saying much, but I think the Black Panther trailer is the best trailer out of Phase 4. Just seems like emotional manipulation with them clearly using Chadwick Boseman to sell the movie. There's actually been a decent amount of backlash about that.
Yeah. So I did say I did like the trailer from that perspective, like the emotional weight, because I don't really care about the next phase of these movies, but the dude did die in real life and he was a good dude, but there's no doubt about that. Me and Ryan actually had a long talk about this when I was on the road. Ryan, I'll let you lead into it and then we'll talk a little more about it.
Yeah, so the trailer for Wakanda Forever premiered at San Diego Comic-Con, and I think that, well, first of all, it was kind of a surprise that Kevin Feige laid down that, oh, by the way, even though we have the Marvels and Guardians of the Galaxy and Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, all this stuff that's supposed to be Phase 4, yeah, Phase 4 actually ends. We're killing Phase 4. It's ending with Wakanda Forever. And the trailer was essentially a funeral for Black Panther and Chadwick Boseman, to the point where they put his name up on, or his picture up on billboards. And that was the entire point of the trailer, was Black Panther has died, Chadwick Boseman has died. And when it happened, I think all of us were like, man, they're between a rock and a hard place, really, because on one hand, if they had recast him, there'd be a lot of fucking people up in arms about not respecting Chadwick Boseman and not giving him the proper send-off and like whatever. But, you know, some people brought up a great point that if Tom Holland died randomly, or if Robert Pattinson died, they wouldn't just stop. They wouldn't just not recast Batman or Spider-Man or whatever. So it brings up, it's really a tough spot for them to be in. I think they've leaned in way too hard on the, oh, Chadwick's dead. Chadwick's dead. Remember Chadwick? Here it is. Here's this movie where he's dead. And now you have like hashtag recast T'Challa coming out. You have this big movement of people that are very upset about how they're using him. And indeed, Chadwick Boseman's Twitter account promoted the trailer. Now, I'm sure that's being controlled by his family and stuff, but it's a weird look for Marvel.
So I talked, when me and Ryan talked about this, he was kind of catching me up on everything when I was on the road. Essentially, I talked about The Dark Knight Rises and how Christopher Nolan actively made the decision that they were not going to acknowledge the Joker in the follow-up movie to The Dark Knight Rises, which was an interesting choice. But that was a choice that Christopher Nolan did not want to benefit off of, you know, Heath Ledger's death or anything like that, which is a respectable choice. I think the movie suffered for that because from a creative standpoint, the momentum coming off The Dark Knight was absolutely insane. But my point here is that Marvel has pandered to a bunch of fucking freaks that are going to cry no matter what the fuck they do. And could you imagine Christopher Nolan like getting on Twitter and being like, I wonder what people think since we're not going to mention Heath. He doesn't give a fuck what these freaks think. And that's how you have to operate. But Marvel cares what these lunatics think. Marvel has pandered to these psychopaths. So they're never going to be fucking happy. And a lot of people really were not happy with the direction The Dark Knight Rises went, but overall it came and it went. You know what I mean? The movie still did great, whatever. Like, Marvel has pandered to a bunch of fucking pronoun and bio weirdos that are going to be fake offended because either you didn't mention Chadwick Boseman, or you did mention him. They're always going to be fake offended. It's Marvel's fault. They pander to this crowd. You get what you fucking deserve. I hope you get criticism for whatever you fucking do, because you've pandered to a crowd that's never going to be happy anyway. That's my take on it.
To your point, Jeremy, with Heath Ledger's death, he died in the middle of filming the Imaginarium of Dr. Narcissus, I think it was the movie.
Parnassus,
and they recast his character not just with one but 3 different actors in order to finish the movie that he created. So like it's kind of, so they recast him too to finish the work. But here he did, Chadwick Boseman didn't even start the movie, so they had a chance to just like recast the character and let T'Challa live on through someone else. And I think that's what the fans wanted. The whole trailer to me just felt like emotional manipulation, and it was really weird to watch. It didn't feel like they were paying homage to the character of T'Challa. It really focused on that. It focused on like that emotional manipulation in order to get you to remember him and to go see the movie. That's how it felt.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, I understand why they can't recast him, because it is the first time a black person's ever been in a movie was Black Panther. That's the first time that black people have ever been in a movie.
Black hero ever, all of it. Yeah.
Oprah threw a black people party when it happened because she was emotionally moved. Like,
hashtag Black Lives Matter. Yeah.
So you can't really recast Chadwick Boseman because he's the first black person that was ever in a fucking movie. Like, that's a pretty big event. So I think you're being disrespectful. If anybody out there wants him recast, you're being racist and you're pandering to the alt-right.
I agree.
I think you need to probably donate money to some black people, maybe Rippa.
Yeah, I hope that one
support the Rippaverse.
Well,
I'll take the money.
We've mentioned this before, though. Rippa's the new black face of white supremacy, so we really need to be careful about that, because all those racists, they like black people when it's convenient for them. Yeah. The point of racism isn't that you hate a race; it's that you only hate the race when
when it doesn't serve your purpose.
Or something. I don't fucking know. No,
you're not black enough to know.
They recast.
I know. I'm only half. I don't even understand it. Kind of. Yeah. They recast who?
War Machine.
They recast Rhodey. They recast Hulk, but those were because actors didn't want to work with them anymore, not because they died. And I think like there is a difference, but at the same time, they also did recast them and move on.
Again, wait, what was the Crow? I've never seen the Crow movie.
Brandon Lee.
Brandon Lee died, and did they recast him? Is that what they did?
No, they just had stunt double stand in, and they covered his face. They used CGI.
So here's what happened in that situation with the freaks on Twitter is the person that would be the stunt double for Chadwick Boseman in that scenario, they would then find out if that stunt double said anything offensive in the past 15 to 20 years. And if you said anything offensive, then you shouldn't be able to stand in for Chadwick Boseman, because he is clearly the greatest human being that ever lived, and he never did anything wrong, because we retweeted his death tweet on Twitter, which is the most liked tweet of all time. So you can't retroactively say he was a bad person, because this is the crowd of people that Marvel pandered to. They're fucking crazy, and Marvel deserves it.
Well, his family. Go ahead.
No, please.
I was gonna say his
as an
his
empowered
family,
black person, you should go.
Yeah, you're welcome. Like his family was even like, listen, if you recast, like it's not going to break our hearts, because honestly, it's a character that shouldn't just stop being a character because one guy that played him died. Like
his brother said he would have wanted him to be recast. Yeah. Like that's what his brother stated about this, was like Chadwick would have wanted the character to be recast so that someone could continue to play Black Panther.
Yeah. But here's the funny part.
T'Challa Black Panther, not Shuri Black Panther.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. That's exactly it, though. It fell right into their laps. They go, well, now we can have more diversity, because what's more diverse than a black man? A black woman. And then my favorite part about it is they're like, we recast. Look at that. Shuri's going to become the new Black Panther. We got a black woman because the guy died, so we don't even got to deal with that backlash. And then she was like, cool. I don't really agree with all of the stuff you think. And they were like, okay, well, this has got to go too.
I cannot wait. I cannot wait, and just hold to me on this one. But I cannot wait until Shuri is revealed to be like bisexual or like.
Well, she probably won't make it past
something.
this movie, so.
But that's so funny about it. This is like the Black Panther. This entire the first movie and then this movie and what's happened with, unfortunately with Chadwick Boseman passing, but then with Shuri and the actress, like it just shows you how nonsense this is, man.
Yeah.
Like that they canceled her because she was basically labeled an anti-vaxxer. You know what I mean? And she was labeled a Trump supporter because she dared to ask questions, dared to have concerns. These people
there are people
crazy,
all over
man.
Twitter being like, why the fuck is she holding up this movie? Just get rid of her. Recast her. Why don't you just get her out of there and recast her with somebody else? That's totally fine. But, don't recast T'Challa because...
I can't believe what I'm about to say.
So
It's gonna be Ironheart.
so dead. Between the Ironheart shit, man, I almost forgot about her being in it.
Yeah, they're gonna move on with Ironheart. They're not gonna go with Shuri. They're gonna go with Ironheart.
fucking Williams. God,
it's funny. Like I think it's the timing of it all. Like I legitimately did not give a fuck. Like in that San Diego Comic-Con shit. It didn't even cross my mind to even try to fucking see any of them fucking. I haven't seen any of them fucking trailers. Like legit. Now, granted, I got a fucking $3 million project that I can focus on. Which it's easy to focus on other shit when you got $3 million coming in. But seriously, like I just was so disinterested. Did not give a fuck about any of that shit. Like any of what was going on with San Diego fucking Comic-Con. What the hell was going? I have never in my life been as disinterested about a Marvel product now than I ever have been, like in my life. Like I'm not even joking. Like I don't give a shit about what the fuck's going on over there.
No, me neither.
I have the energy to do a video laughing at the shit. Like, so some shit's crazy.
What do you think they should have done though, Ripa, from like the outside perspective? Like,
you got to recast him. Like you got to recast him. Like, period. Like for me, I don't give a shit about. And this isn't like it's not insensitive. It's just the reality of the situation. Like you play a character, okay? You're not playing Chadwick Boseman. You're playing Black Panther, right? Yeah. And considering that, I would at least think, and he himself probably is along the lines of, okay, this character has a legacy. It's one of the most prominent black fucking characters ever, and that was what Black Panther was all about anyway. Blackity black, black, black. Everything was about that. So you think that one of the most significant fucking black characters that has ever been created, you want to keep that up. You got even more eyes on him. You got this blockbuster movie that fucking came out. So for them to just be like, yeah, fuck it, I think it's a terrible fucking move. But in the same respects, I think it's a great fucking move because any time that they fuck up, it's like more attention going to our project. So whereas I used to be like, man, that's stupid. You shouldn't do that. Now I'm like, go a fucking head. When I see Spider UK be tokenized to the fucking this black woman, like I'm like, all right, well, that's fucked up. But you know what? Go ahead, do it some more. Do it more because it's getting more like more people get to look at that and have a comparison to say, who the fuck is going on? Like, who's interested in this shit? And I'll be completely transparent about this. Like, we've been hit up by some very prominent people, including production companies that already fucking want in on this goddamn project that we got. Now, most of them I've told them to suck my ass, but you get what it is that I'm saying. Like,
you did say that to me and Josiah. He absolutely did.
I didn't say that. But like, yeah, like that's like where we're at now. Like this fucking, if they want to run that shit into the ground, let them. But on a serious note, bringing my like bias out of it, you gotta keep going. You fucking have to. It's fucking Black Panther. You got to fucking recast him, and you can honor him in whatever way that you need to, but you don't just let the shit just stop and say, fuck it, you know what I mean? We're just gonna pivot on. Like, I think it's a terrible fucking move.
I mean, I can't believe
you
what I'm
haven't seen the
about.
Black Panther trailer?
No, I haven't seen any of that shit. I haven't seen any of those. Like anything from San Diego Comic-Con. I've only seen people tagging me in clips, not clips, like pictures. I have not seen any fucking like actual trailer from anything that came out of San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah,
I mean,
what are you gonna say, Ivan?
The what they did in Fast and Furious. You know, whenever one
Paul
of the
Walker.
main guys, Paul Walker, whenever he died, like I think that was a tasteful, proper send off.
Did Ripper know Paul Walker died?
Oh shit! I don't know if you heard about.
I didn't even know Chad
I'm so sorry.
Boseman fucking died. I had no idea. This is news to me. This is news to me, man. I had no idea. This is the first time I learned about it, man. Fuck. R.I.P. and peace, man.
But you know, I think it's time also, in my humble opinion, I think it's time to give opportunity to some other, you know, representation to happen within Marvel. Like, you know, Black Panther has predominantly been a black character. I think it's now the chance for other races. Like I would like to see maybe Ryan Gosling as Black Panther.
I'd like to see Ryan Kinnell. That's what I want to see.
Danny DeVito.
I'll just show up random and take the mask off. Again.
Well, here's my question.
In Wakanda.
I'm looking it up right now. I'm looking it up right now.
So,
and again, I have spoke my piece enough on Chadwick Boseman. I appreciated him. You know, it sucked when he passed away. Made video on it and all that. So to all the freaks on Twitter, all the pronouns and bio freaks out there that thinks that Chadwick Boseman is more prominent, more powerful than Black Panther, where the fuck were all you motherfuckers when his last movie made literally less than $50 million at the box office?
Yeah.
If he's more prominent than Black Panther,
that Bridges one,
21 Bridges made $49.9 million. So if Chadwick Boseman is more prominent than Black Panther, if he can't be recast, then why the fuck didn't you freaks go see him in something not Black Panther? That's the point. The show must go on.
And I don't
the
think
show must go on.
It would have to. I think it should have did that. Yeah.
I said from the beginning, and I kind of said it as a joke, but I'm also serious. They should have recasted it with Michael B. Jordan. I think that because Michael B. Jordan was so well received, people went crazy for like a black nationalist who wanted to murder all the white people. People love Killmonger and they love Michael B. Jordan as that character. So I honestly think they should have recast him with Michael B. Jordan, not fucking like try to do any just done it and moved on. And I think a lot of people would actually be completely okay with it.
100%.
I think that would have been a good move. I also think John David Washington, Denzel's son, who was in
he would have killed it too.
Yeah, who was in Tenet with Christopher Nolan. I think he kind of looks a little like Chadwick Boseman in a little bit. Like they have like the same physical features and everything. And
all obviously
look
like gotcha.
Well, no, I mean, Michael B. Jordan is too much of he's got that star power. He was already in the previous film. Like Michael B. Jordan's a big time star, very recognizable. And I think an easier move would have been someone that's not as big of a star, big of a name right now that I think can be a big name. Cause I do think John David Washington can be a big star. And I think he's got star potential. He was good in Tenet, even though that's probably my least favorite Christopher Nolan movie, but I thought he was actually really good in it. I think that would have been the best move.
I think they should go with Nick Cannon. I think they should go with Nick Cannon because he obviously needs the paycheck because he has like 4 kids every year. So Nick Cannon from Black Panther.
They should have recast it like for the recast. Someone a little like more masculine and still with that star power. Jada Pinkett Smith. I mean, granted, she could have used a wig for some hair, and could have looked the part.
Yeah. No, man. I mean, they absolutely could have recast, but they didn't fucking want to. I think it was an easy out for them to be able to now cast a woman and do all their shit. So they're gonna have their fucking Riri Williams representation in there and all that shit. Like a stupid fucking name. Like what the fuck? Well, and the funny thing about that. The funny thing about it is we didn't even mention. Nobody even talks about on Twitter the fact that like Namor got cast as like a Mayan fucking dude. I'm like, they're just like, yeah, man, he's like a Mayan or some shit. I'm like, okay.
And the actor came out. He's like, I wouldn't be here if it weren't for diversity.
I mean, that's really, I mean, insulting your fucking self. Like basically, you were a fucking diversity hire. It's basically what you fucking said.
I'm from the hood. They never cast people out of the hood, but now anybody can be recast from the hood. It's like that Key and Peele sketch. You literally can fly, and they're like, you can't fly. And he's like, no, literally, you can do anything you want to do. And it's like,
if they cast the best first person for the job, I wouldn't be here.
Could you imagine if they actually cast this based on what he is? Yeah, it's like so stupid.
Marcus Henry for another 5. I love how TMNE cut down a bunch of panels just to add them back. We're in between here. It's not like 10 or whatever we had before.
Yeah.
Dermy Wormy for 5 says, give your money to Jeremy. Can't wait to see you at Anime Matsuri. Tell people to give Jeremy money in person. Hell, I might get him a Dr. Pepper.
I like your thinking. I like it. By the way,
Jeremy called me the day. He's like, I'm sick. I drank too many Dr. Peppers. Some shit like that. He drank too many sodas. His stomach was hurting.
What the fuck are you talking about? Drink too many Dr. Peppers.
Either Dr. Peppers or Coke.
No. I told you I couldn't sleep because I had too many Cokes, too many Dr. Peppers. I had too much caffeine. Like, so I said I couldn't sleep. So I was up like literally all night. So I was up for like, what was it, 30 something straight hours. That's again, didn't make FNT. I know your Ryan wasn't there. We'll be back this week. All right. It will happen.
I can't imagine like caffeine actually keeping me awake if I wanted to sleep.
Yeah.
Like,
well, you know, I'm fucking
in high
old.
school,
I'm a lot fucking
drank,
older
like,
than you. Okay.
In high school, I drank 2 well, shouldn't you be sleepier then? I don't know. In high school, I drank 2 Mountain Dews like at my bedside right before I went to sleep. So I think that kind of like, I think that just kind of like.
Dog, I used to, when I worked at a gym, I used to like those, you know, the big fucking Red Bull cans of 20-ounce joints.
Yeah.
I'll hit like fucking 2. I know I shouldn't have been drinking. I'll hit like 2 of those fucking easy. And this is why I think caffeine don't do shit for me anymore.
See, I'm the like, so for me, like, nothing, like, no, like, NyQuil, all that shit, none of that has any impact on me. It never has. You know what I mean? Like, I'll still take it for subconsciously sometimes if I want it. But, like, what is the other one? Melatonin? Is that something somebody say? Like,
yes, that's something your body naturally produces to sleep.
Yeah, and none of that shit works on me, you know, so I don't know. But yeah, I did like, so the point I was trying to tell you though is the few days prior, I didn't have, it's cutting back on the caffeine like in the evening. And that night I went out with K-Biz. I met K-Biz, by the way, shout out to K-Biz. And me and Jay, he took us out to dinner. And I was just hammering back the Dr. Peppers. I was just like Forrest Gump. Must have had about 15 Dr. Peppers. But I wasn't sick. I was just, I'd been up a long. I have had I have not had a lot of sleep. Every time I call Ryan lately, motherfucker's sleeping. He's about to die on me. Fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, I think I have cancer. I'm gonna go Chadwick. Please recast me, Jeremy.
Ryan,
I don't know if we could find anybody.
I can't afford to lose you. Like, not yet. You've got
just
a few more
just don't
Batman
recast
reviews.
me with Uche. That's my only request. Put that in my will. Black Wolf for $5. I heard Marvel announce Phase 5 and 6 while assuming everyone would not remember they were all in Phase 4 the dumps. One love to Rippa. Salute to you. Thank you, Black Wolf. Yeah. They've moved on. In Phase 5 and 6, they announced all the Phase 5 stuff, which just sounds like kind of garbage. Yeah. There's like new Captain America movies called Captain America New World Order.
I got it. Have you seen the memes for that? Have you seen it? Oh my God. Let me find it. It's so fun. Rippa's going to love this one. You just go ahead and keep reading.
Did you hear the name of the new the next Avengers movie? It's going to be like the Avengers, the Kang Dynasty.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
the Kang
Dynasty. Like, wow. Kang.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
fucking
that'll be interesting,
Conqueror, man. Yeah.
Here we go. Right here. Let me see. I'm sharing my screen. Let me share my screen. Hang on just a minute. This is exactly what I was thinking whenever I saw it. And here we go. There we go. Yes. That's exactly what I was thinking of. Oh, fucking love
sure.
it,
There's
man.
some NWO memes. There's also like some like Alex Jones New World Order,
yes, there is,
and stuff like that floating out there.
There is
pretty on the nose.
Man. Yeah, these people, man, they don't know what the hell they're doing. But what I was gonna say is Dermy Wormy, the good Dermot. That was a meme that was created on D-Day Cobra. But I will be live tomorrow on that channel. I know you guys have been like, has he abandoned again? Has he abandoned again? No, I will be live tomorrow on D-Day Cobra, probably in the afternoon time. So be on the lookout for that. I'm not abandoning that channel ever again. I heard too many people. Y'all are mad as fuck at me for that one.
This was The Rock said about not leaving WWE again, and he did. He just
you know, the problem is The Rock's a bitch. So
yeah, that's fair.
Samurai Vader for 2. Rippa, did you hear what happened to Dave Prowse? I think he might be gone. But thank you, Samurai Vader. The Matrix and Roadshow. What's up, John? Welcome to H-Town G&G. It's been super hot here. It's been super hot in Florida, so I imagine it's going to be about the same. Jeremy has emojis on that channel. There you go. Crystal looks bored as fuck in that picture. Scully for $2. Can Jay get Rippa on the Matsuri FNT podcast? Jay died or something.
He texted. He said the internet. He said the internet's messing up really bad. So
Bill Sotheby.
That's code for him. He has diarrhea.
Yeah. Bill Sotheby for 5. I can't believe that Gary guy has 30,000 subs. Yeah, all those people
dude.
Like a rude surprise.
So for people that don't know that joke, so when Gary made his reaction to the Batman trailer and he kind of ripped it apart, not like it wasn't bad, but he was very critical. But he also said, you know, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And that video got ratioed on his what was it, Nerdrotic Live? Was that live? So he did that on Nerdrotic Live, and then that was when he had 30,000 subs on Nerdrotic Live. Somebody in the comments were like, "I can't believe someone subscribed to this guy, and he has 30,000 subscribers." And I was just like, I think I commented, and I was like, "I'd hate to see your face when you see his main channel, buddy. If 30,000 upsets you." But Gary's crushing it. 500,000 subs on his main channel, and Nerdrotic Daily's closing in on 100K too if it hasn't hit it.
Oh, awesome, man! He's killing
it. Yep. He's keen. He's keen.
Yeah, it is ratioed. Yeah. I don't think it's ratioed as bad as my Batman video on my live channel. The live channels did not do well with Batman's. So hey, but yeah, it'd be good to see John when we're there. We gotta hook up with John Matrix when we get to Houston. Clag House of Gricka for 4 months says, "Congrats to young Rippa. Welcome to being successful and despised because of your success." Well, he already had it, but he's at another level now. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Let's see. Captain Hyrule for 10. Hail G&G, young Rippa. If Eric July is young Rippa, his wife is Lady Rippa. Is Lady Rippa a tokenized version of young Rippa? Hail the Rippaverse. That's pretty fucking good. We'll ask him that when he gets back.
Yeah, that was good.
Radio for 2. Jack in the Box tacos are garbage. Go fuck yourself.
Finally, someone with goddamn reason.
Yeah, they're not garbage. I'll eat the fuck out of them.
We ate off the garbage, Ryan. Let me remind you, we ate off of the fucking garbage.
That was gross.
It was fine.
You know what? That's the real reason Ryan won't play Fortnite, because he don't want Radio to beat his fucking ass, because she'll beat your ass at Fortnite. So
I'm not worried about Rady beat my ass. I'm worried about a 12-year-old. I don't want to get beat by a 12-year-old. That's why I don't play a dumb game. But we while you were gone, Rippa, we had a question. If Eric July is young Rippa and his wife is Lady Rippa, is Lady Rippa a tokenized version of young Rippa?
That's pretty good.
Technically.
It's pretty good.
There you go.
Hey, just square up with her and
so much for that code of ethics.
Yeah. Square up with her on Splatoon. You'll find out if she's tokenized. She'll wreck you. The craziest thing was, so again, was it last week or week before? I can't remember. When Rippa wasn't there, like, she won the first fucking championship when he wasn't there, and I was like, I was really not wanting that to happen. I was really pissed because I knew the whole chat was like, "Damn, even Rippa's old ladies beating Jeremy." I'm like, I didn't want that shit. I was like, yeah, I couldn't do nothing about it. It pissed me off.
Talked so much fucking shit at the beginning of that game too, man. He came in there swaggering and shit before we even started the game. Oh man, Ripple's not here. I'm gonna kick ass, man. Fucking 11th place and shit.
I mean, to be fair, I did wreck everybody the rest of the way. So
I came in, I ran like 4 races. I got second, first, well, like 10th or something after I realized it was on 200cc and like a real rough turn one, and then second again. So you guys are just shitty, to be honest. Marcus Henry for 2. Jay Biden. Jay was kind of giving off Biden vibes when he came in earlier. Like, he just like wasn't responding. I did hear someone say something about Joe Biden. I hadn't thought of it before. You know, Joe Biden, it might have been Ted Cruz said something about it, but you know, Joe Biden obviously got COVID. So, you know, thoughts and prayers to Joe Biden for a speedy recovery from the flu. But you know, one of the things that happens is you lose your sense of smell. So there's going to be a lot of children at the White House that are much more safe while Joe Biden's still suffering from the symptoms of COVID. So there's a little silver lining there. Fiel the Third for $20. By the way, that Umbrella guy's less than 1,000 subs away from 400K. That is fucking awesome. If you guys aren't subbed to that Umbrella guy already, sub to Tug, get him to 400K. I'm sure he'll be there by the end of tonight or tomorrow. He's flying right now.
He's crushing it, man. He's crushing it. It's awesome.
Modalicious for 2. Drunk 3POs on the Devil's Lettuce. Maybe. Maybe they use Devil's Lettuce on his Jack in the Box burger. John Thomas for 5. So Jack in the Box continues with the tradition of poisoning customers. Kangaroo burgers. Hey, I've never got food poisoning from Jack in the Box, and I've ate a shit ton of it.
I'm just glad Jay was not in the vehicle whenever he got sick, because I mean he did fart and crack my windshield on the way down here. So that's so I can only imagine how bad it was going to be if he was around in my vehicle when he ate Jack in the Box. So he's got some
one-man wrecking crew with vehicles, man.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. So yeah, he's probably like, "What the freak, man? I'm not even there. You're saying this about." I have no idea why 1,200 people were watching us driving around the interstate with dog shit signal. They had 1,200 people watching that. And I'm like, why?
That's amazing.
Yimrin for $10 on the Reedy Creek deal removal. Excuse me. My brother says all the positives are only ideological and all the negatives are material. How true is his statement? I suppose it depends what perspective he's coming from, whether you mean positives for the state or negatives for state or for Disney, or you know what I mean? So
yeah. And ultimately, at the end of the day, Disney needs to keep their fucking mouth shut if they're in that position, and they decided to put themselves into a policy discussion and try to sway policy. Shut your fucking mouth. That's not your fucking job as a company. Yeah. If an individual at the company has an opinion, feel free to share your opinion, but don't use the company to try to sway opinion on a policy that you already didn't have a problem with until the freaks on Twitter started crying. Yeah. Fuck them.
Yep. I do think it's a bigger deal than just like, hey, snap, it's done. Because it's like, okay, so now all the things that we've been letting Disney govern for themselves and almost act as the government there, now all that has to go back to a city, to a county, like to all that stuff, and that is a lot to process and a lot to deal with.
100%.
So I don't know exactly where your brother's coming from, but I do think it's a much bigger issue than just, hey, look at what we did, we got Disney. But yeah,
I'm just glad we have a governor in the state of Florida that doesn't really give a fuck, and he says, "Fuck you, you disrespect me, I'm coming after you," and back down. And yes, there is a lot more to that. I'm sure, Governor DeSantis, did his due diligence. But at the bottom line is Disney does not deserve any leeway whatsoever with what they decided to do with their company. And no, they're not just going to pack it up and move, you fucking weirdos, idiots. People thinking that.
Yeah. Morb says, Steph and Ryan, why aren't you playing D&D this round? Well, Steph is. So we've got 2 separate D&D campaigns going on the Geeks and Gamers tabletop channel. One of them is on Mondays and one of them's on Thursdays.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So on Mondays, it's Ricada, Quarter Black Garrett, Epic Mike, Disparu, Amanda Miller.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. So, and then on Thursdays, it's My Nerdy Home, X-Ray Girl, Blabs,
Benology.
Hollywood Scholar and Benology.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
There's a Rudai in the chat right there. And Tabletop's just continuing to crush it.
Yeah, killing
it. I think the channel's closing in on 6,000 subscribers if it hasn't already hit it. I mean, again, that channel's that channel has blown away all of my expectations, and so that's a testament to Rudai and the team. That's they're well over 6,000 actually. Yeah, they're at 6,390 now. So that's just a testament to all of you, and shout out to Rudai for having the vision to bring that to us and to carry it out, man. He's crushing
He's killing it. Yeah, he really is. Yep. It's a lot of work, man. Running 2 campaigns is a lot of work. So
yeah,
I mean, yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, and I don't know if you guys saw the intro, but the intro to that was amazing. Like animated intro with like great music and a like awesome narrator and shit, man. I was blown away. So
yeah, Rudai's putting a lot into this, and I do. By the way, Rudai, sorry, man, because I didn't know you guys were live when we were live, or I would have sent people over there too, from our stream, because we had a good number over here too. And but yeah, man, it's the thing I love most is when we have multiple. Sometimes we'll have 3 and 4 different Geeks and Gamers streams going. It's so stupid how many things we have going on, and that's exactly how it should be. And sometimes we're going to overlap each other. That's just how it is.
Yep.
So Alex Stein, who obviously we were hanging out at Universal with the other day, Alex actually went to Uvalde, Texas.
I haven't seen this.
Well, it's not a normal Alex video.
Oh, okay.
It is like obviously Alex tries to be really funny and humorous with the shit. That's not what this is. This is a very serious video. It's 5 minutes. He put it on Twitter. I'm sure it's on his YouTube and stuff too. After we're done with the stream, I just want to give a shout out to Alex because the time he spent with us, it was awesome hanging out with him. And it's that video, even though I've only seen a couple minutes of it, it's definitely worth a watch.
I got an idea of what he had mentioned a little bit, but yeah, I haven't seen it, but Alex is a solid dude, man. Like it's almost impossible to not like him. Like he's a genuinely good dude. He's obviously out there. He's making people laugh. He's, saying some controversial things by Twitter standards, but my experience is the second time we've got to hang out with him. He's just a good dude, a genuinely good dude, and I can't wait to see it because I haven't seen it.
Yep. Let's see. Where the hell was I? Rippaverse news, reviews, and theories for 2. Hail to TME. Thanks for the shout out last week, of course. And we talked a little bit, obviously, about Rippaverse earlier, but can you talk a little, Rippa, about the PayPal situation? Kind of explain that for a lot of people, because I think some people are confused and think that, oh, well, maybe I should do a chargeback, like all that stuff. So.
So what happened was PayPal. Why is this dog being so needy? Jump. Shit. Anyway, like I said, so with PayPal, they held a bunch of the money, like almost all of it. Let's just say that it wasn't even like a percentage of it. It was basically all of it, on the upward of $1.2 million. And their reasoning for doing that is because there was an influx of money that came in, and they have, hey, we just need to make sure that there's not anything being, no scam or anything crazy like that going on. The problem with that, however, is that they have all of the evidence that it's not. Like, I've sent them everything that they've asked for, and I was dealing with this. I tried to deal with this without making it public for like a week, and some change, and then they pissed me off. One of the guys that I was on the phone with, my wife can speak to this because I was fucking cussing this bitch ass out. And at that point, I was like, you know what, fuck it. So, that's when I finally told everybody, like, hey, if you pay via PayPal, I do not have your monies. They are holding it. It has nothing to do with necessarily like their pre-sale shit. No, it has nothing to do with it. It's just that they are holding it and they don't want to give it to me. The problem with that is that if you know how PayPal operates, PayPal is making money off of that money by way of interest. That's where the criminal shit takes place. And it's not like when they do release the money, I'm gonna ever get that money like they make off my shit. So what I tried to avoid was getting suits involved, and that's just what happened. It wasn't until that we went public and a bunch of people started, blasting these motherfuckers to where they called me. Like PayPal themselves called me, which they almost never do, trying to figure out, hey, what can we do, all types of shit. And I told them, I was like, y'all got by Friday, figure this shit out, because if it's not figured out, then yeah, we talking legal shit because y'all gonna come up off that fucking money. I don't give a shit about y'all's policy or anything. That's irrelevant to any of that shit. The bottom line is that you know it's not a scam. You have the evidence to the contrary. I have, first of all, my business isn't even new. Number one, July Rebel LLC is not new necessarily. We've been operating, and there's no evidence that I've ever scammed anybody. I don't have a criminal record that shows any of that shit. You got everything that you need to know that this shit is legit. Give me my motherfucking money. So the thing that I think people had questions about was, hey, how does this impact my orders? It doesn't. You're going to still get your order. I'm going to make sure that you get it in the order that you ordered in, no matter how you paid. This is just us dealing with PayPal, and they're going to come up off that shit. Don't worry. They're going to come up off of that. And, if we got to get folks involved, we're going to get motherfuckers involved. But to put this into perspective, PayPal is the only processor that we used, and we only used it for international reasons. The only processor that is holding money. Amazon's not holding money. Apple's not holding money. And everybody on the other, like the other process, our main primary processor, which is on our website, you can use your credit card. We get the money immediately. We get those deposits every day. I haven't had zero issues from anybody else. The only motherfuckers that we had issues with is PayPal. And they have it's significant. It's like 30% of the money that we got, and they're gonna come up off of that. But your orders are none of that's impacted. It's just PayPal's being assholes. And I think they anticipated that I was just some rinky-dink guy that kind of came out of nowhere, kind of flash in the pan type situation. So I wasn't prepared for this. And then it's funny, motherfuckers start getting answers and shit when you start, you're threatening getting lawyers involved. Because I don't even think they're lawyers, like their team. It was more of their risk team, those little middle management, I almost said a word that was
you almost said a Ryan word.
Yeah, those middle manager idiots are the guys that are dealing with it right now. And if they can't get it resolved by Friday, they were like, hey, we're gonna get you called back tomorrow. We got the information that we needed, but if it's not resolved by Friday, then we're gonna start taking it to the next level. And we know they're gonna come up off that money. So it's nothing to worry about for the audience. As far as I know, there's a lot of people that worried, hey, we pay with PayPal. Am I still going to get my order? And yes, it doesn't impact you. This is the great thing. This is my thing. It's not that they're just making money. That's the criminal part of it all. Like, you gonna make that money. And now if we do get suits involved, it's going to be even more money that we're going to be asking about you because we know you making interest off of that. But could you imagine that if I was a company, it doesn't matter, big or small, that depended on that money to, let's say, get product out. It doesn't matter if I was a fucking chef, whatever it was, to obviously have that money and reinvest it. I wouldn't have had access to it. This is the benefit of me having invested my own money and paid for the product. But a lot of people are fucked. So I would recommend finding other alternatives if you are getting into that space, trying to keep it independent to PayPal. That obviously you don't want to be entirely dependent on that company anyway. Like we're not. Most of our money does not go through PayPal at all. But if you are looking at it from hey, I want access and I need and I require access to it again, PayPal is not the company that you want to be dealing with because it's a completely arbitrary policy that they enforce when they feel like it. There's no concrete thing that says anything about your money will be withheld. No, it's like, should we decide that we want to hold it, then we'll do that. And it doesn't apply to every company or anything like that. So that's kind of where we're at now.
Well, I got two. So we got Darius for $99.99 says never use PayPal again. Thank you, Darius. Thank you for always supporting us and showing us love here. And then this is something that Ripa talked about in his video, but it says, do we need to email them and complain? So,
yeah, go for it.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, it's working.
100%.
I think that's again, PayPal doesn't call fucking anybody. Like, they called it twice. I got a call. Was it yesterday? Yes, yesterday. And then I got a call today while I was at the warehouse from them, like PayPal themselves, and not no Indian motherfucker that don't know what the fuck's going on. Like a legitimate person out of PayPal called me to try to get this resolved. But that didn't happen until people started raising hell and they were getting tagged. And they referenced that when they called me, like, hey, we're seeing this is a problem. We're seeing your customers are having issues. Like, where are they seeing that? I'm trying to fix this focus shit. Yeah. So where are they're seeing that from people raising hell on the internet. That's what that is. And now that we have not even implied, I said, hey, y'all looking out for y'all's bacon. I'm looking out for mine. I don't really give a shit. You know, they try to give me this sob story like, well, PayPal's been fraud before. And I was like, I totally understand that, but that ain't got shit to do with me. So you trying to protect yourself. I'm trying to protect myself. So if we got to go there with the whole getting suits involved, then well, shit, that's what we're gonna do. But you're gonna come up off that money. Like, either way it goes, I'm going to get that fucking money.
Yeah, I think from like one perspective, like I could totally see a company being like, all right, hold on, there's like randomly a fucking $1.3 million.
Exactly.
Let's put a hold on this shit.
Yeah,
right. Because the thing is, like, if it was a scam, they would be responsible for fucking paying out all the stuff back if they released it. And I think that's pretty normal. I think virtually every bank could do something similar to that. But yeah, once you've proved it and once you're like arguing back and forth with these people, I think it's probably going to get resolved within the next couple of days, just because of the fact that they're already being proactive and talking to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, we use PayPal for a lot of shit.
Well, yeah, and we do. I use PayPal for a lot of stuff, and I know, like, I've heard of parallel economy. I heard Tim Pool talking about this, and Ryan told me Dan Bongino is behind it. So I'm currently going to be looking into that as well. So, look, we're all intertwined in different things that we probably want to move away from, and so it's about doing the research and seeing what works, you know. But like I've heard good stuff about parallel economy.
It's also like at the same time though too, and like Darius, I appreciate the $100 super chat. Never use PayPal again. At the same time, there's people that use PayPal to go to Streamlabs because they don't want to give money to Google. You know what I mean? So it's kind of all about everybody's individual fucking decisions over what to use.
It's also like, for me, like, people need to understand, like, having a processor isn't the problem. We already have a processor that isn't PayPal that you can go to right now. So I appreciate people saying that to me or bringing that as a suggestion, because I know you're well intended. But the thing that you need to take into consideration is the problem. The benefit that PayPal has is PayPal's presence in so many different countries. Like, so for us, a significant, well, first of all, I didn't even know I had this many fucking supporters that weren't in the States, but a significant portion of that PayPal money is international shit. And they're various way, like funky countries I ain't even fucking heard of. Like, they have Mexico. A presence there. Well, but they have a presence there, and that's the only reason why we ever offered it. I remember, if people remember my first powwow with PayPal, I talked about this. Like, I didn't like, it wasn't like I prefer that we used it. It was basically international people demanded it because that's what they use to pay for particularly products that are outside of their country. So that's the benefit. So if we're going to get an alternative to that, the technology has to be there, the infrastructure. So, for example, us being able to use that as a process and it works good with our website, that's one part of it. But also the international presence is what you have to consider when we're trying to find an alternate type of processor. So this is why I will, 100%, like, I get it with the parallel economy shit. While that being something that is suggested, they don't have the international presence.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't, if it would be the equivalent to just
it wouldn't work for what you're trying to do.
For what I'm trying to do. Yeah, it would be equivalent to taking it off because we already have a processor that most people can use by just using their credit card. But it was more so for the international people.
Yeah. And to be clear, I know there's some confusion in the chat. Parallel economy is the name of a PayPal alternative, not like in terms of parallel economy, the concept.
Right.
We're talking about an actual like new business, a new like payment thing that Dan Bongino's a part of. It's essentially a PayPal alternative. Tim Pool talked about it, so that's what we're talking about.
Dan Bongino's involved in every fucking
like when I heard he was in, I was like,
tech
motherfuckers, and he got his hands in every goddamn
thing, everything. Good
It'd be interesting to see what happens with that for sure.
Yeah.
Cowboy for $10. Here's $10 for Ivan, and he turns for Jay. And Tums for Jay. That's what it is. Hail main event and Young Flippa. Thank you, Cowboy.
Yeah, going with that.
That fucking dolphin.
Dolphin shit, yeah.
Eli the Snake for 5. Hail G&G a Rippaverse. Looking forward to Matsuri. Welcome to H-Town. Ivan, check out Flash Gets new Pokemon vid. You'll feel right at home.
Okay.
Yeah.
JG.
Hey, by the way, so Ivan, I haven't felt the presence of the Geeks and Gamers world. We hit well over 1,000 on Weebs and Waifus. Where are we at now? Like 1,400 now?
Today we broke 1,400.
Hell yeah. And we launched it last week, on this show.
Yeah, like literally 1 week ago.
Yeah.
So for anyone that doesn't know and likes anime, even if you're like not deep into it, you would just want to get into it.
Ryan's on the channel. That's all you need to know. He made an appearance.
Ryan made an appearance with a video that has now 2,000 views.
Nice.
Rating
the highest viewed video on the channel.
Yeah, rating women. It's the highest viewed video that we have. And let me tell you, I have some suggestions from the people that would like to see, like you, Ryan, you, Jeremy, you, Rippa, rating some other waifus, some waifus that probably are not even women, but I still consider waifus. Like the possibilities are endless. So go and subscribe to Weebs and Waifus. Show some love, because it's not just me. It's also like Chris.
My job as the leader of Geeks and Gamers is to determine what's better for the channel. What's better for the channel? Me rating them or Alex Stein rating them? Alex Stein. I'll try to make that one happen.
Alex Stein rating waifus. Oh my fuck. And one of them is going to be trans, but he's not going to know which one it is. And I will.
Can we just point out the fact that Jeremy completely fucking deflected that, so he didn't have to do it?
Oh,
as soon as
it's like Rip when we go to Blaze and he says, "Hey, you guys want to go on News and Why?" Which was awesome. Shout out Sarah Gonzalez.
I was trying to talk Rippa up, Alex Stein. I was like, Rippa's such a good dude, man. Because he was talking to us. And he's like, "What happened when you are here?" And we told him. He's like, "But that's a Rippa, man. He had her back." And Ryan goes, "Hey, fucking Harold, he fucking want to do it that day, so he threw it off on
That's good.
But in all seriousness, we did have a great time on there, and I really like Sarah, and it's fun to go on that show. So it's something different for us too that we don't normally get to talk about. So it's good.
Yeah.
Yep. We got Lofty. What up, Lofty? Lofty.
Oh, that's been a while. I thought he was
Pixels.
dead.
I was gonna say Pickles. Lofty Pixels in the chat. Yeah, man.
Nice. Lofty says, "See y'all at Matsuri tomorrow." Isn't that it? Doesn't start till Thursday, first of all.
Yeah.
And we're not going to be well. I don't think we're going to be there Thursday. Really, maybe pick up passes and stuff.
I know Krista's going to be there. She's cosplaying every day, all weekend. So Krista's going to be there Thursday cosplaying.
There you go. DM Flash or Nick, if y'all want to get in touch with me, LOL. Fuck Twitter and hail Rippaverse. We're just entering the Yamcha arc, boys.
Yeah, bro. Yamcha. Yeah, we just getting started.
I think you have my number, Loft. I'm pretty sure you do. So, just let us know what's going on. I'm sure we'll hang out a bunch during the weekend. Speaking of that, we will be at Anime Matsuri. Some of us will be there at certain different times, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But 100% Saturday is the big day to be there. I think it's from what it sounds like. Saturday and Sunday, we're going to be there for a big part of the day. Saturday at 1 p.m., we have a big YouTuber panel, including with people like Nick Ricada. I think Flash is going to be a part of it. I think Tug's going to be a part of it. Not confirmed with some of those things, but I know a lot of us are going to be there. And then 2 hours later, there's going to be a panel just like we did in Dallas. Myself, Jeremy, Gary, Eric, we're all going to be there. So it's going to be a fucking blast.
Oh, yeah, man.
On that note, for anyone that is not going to Anime Matsuri and wants to experience at least some of it, Krista is going to be doing a live stream through Anime Matsuri on the Weebs and Waifus channel. At least you'll be able to see what's going on, and we'll be interacting with Krista, asking her hey, try to find this, or interviewing some cosplayers, or whatever the case may be. So make sure that you also tune into that.
Yep.
Shit. There you go. JG for 4 months. Brendan Fraser is Drunk 3PO's ex-boyfriend. Is that the personal story? Maybe. Carnal for 5. The people want to know, when are we finally going to get the 2v2 basketball game this weekend with Rippa, Jay, Jeremy, and Ryan? Inquiring minds want to know. It ain't going to be this weekend. There's a chance it happens in Orlando. That's probably when something like that might happen.
Fucking Lyndon's been practicing.
Posting them fucking videos. Lyndon
hasn't been practicing basketball, has he?
Yeah,
bro, he was supposed to.
Because I tweeted back at him. I was like, "You're not quick enough."
Yeah, that was the one where he did that little like real slow kind of crossover.
Yeah. Oh man, you're not quick enough.
I was like, oh,
you know, good and damn well it took him 45 minutes to prop his camera up, so he got his fucking friends, and then it took him another 3.5 hours to hit that perfect shot. You ain't fooling nobody, Lyndon. Sit your ass down.
He was out there kicking like an Australian football or something.
Yeah, I did see that one.
I was like, I don't even know enough about this to think if it's impressive or not. I imagine it was, but like there were a couple ones where it looked like he curved it a little bit, but I didn't understand what those fucking poles are for. I don't understand how they play that game, but yeah, it seems fun.
He put this clip in his video that he uploaded on his channel, and then like he slowed it down. He slowed some catch down, like it was like a really good catch. Like he slowed it down. I was like, oh my god,
that's cool. I respect the Australian rugby team for not wearing the gay jerseys. So it's a bunch of the Manly Sea Eagles. I think Manly's the name of the city. 7 of them are like, we're not wearing those pride jerseys. And it's caused like a big uproar. Brian Jones for $10. I'll be at Revolution in H-Town on Saturday. Should be a good show. Unfortunately, I won't be able to stop by and say what's up. I don't know what is Revolution, some sort of like I don't know, Liberty thing. I don't know what Revolution is, but sounds cool.
How did he spell it?
Like Rebel Ocean.
Oh, like I don't know what that is.
Not like revolution, but like Revolution.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Cigars and Sig Arms for 10. Kids are crying about teabagging. I wonder what they do if they played Star Wars Galaxies if they got hit with a hump macro. Yeah, I played a little bit of Star Wars Galaxies when I was like really fucking little, and I was terrible. I didn't understand how to play the game, but I wish I would have been around longer when that was a thing. Modalicious for 5. Jedi are supposed to be space Jesuits or space Templars. Leave it to sexual deviance to be confused by a simple thing like celibacy or chastity. Yeah. I mean, obviously, like, again, in TCW, there's an arc between Obi-Wan and Satine. Personally, I think that was taken a little bit from the Jedi Apprentice books that they actually recanonized later and bastardized with what's her name? Starts with an S. It also starts with an S name is like Sachi. That's gonna no, it's not. It's something Tachi.
While you're thinking about that, I've been so stupid naming itself Taco. This chick's been asking like, what's Taco Sensei's channel name? He goes, Taco Sensei's channel name is Weebs and Waifus. His name is Ivan Ortega. He's a fucking idiot. And we've got 4,000 people watching. It's going to end up getting 50,000 views. And this dumb idiot titles this Taco Sensei. People searching it out. Oh, Taco Sensei. I mean, there's probably like at least 4 people that are going to like you to search your name out of the
possibly
50,000.
Yes. And most likely it's gonna be my grandma, my pervy uncle, and like 2 cousins or something. And this chick.
Yes, thank you for everybody reminding me. Siri Tachi is the name of that character, who is like Obi-Wan's love interest in the Jedi Apprentice books, and they like struggled with like, should we have an attachment, should we not? They later recanonized her and bastardized her, of course, like they always do. But I always thought Satine was a little bit of a play off that, like if that relationship had extended out. But that does exist in current Disney canon. So there's that. Revan for Aussie $10. I have a bad feeling about Phase 5. Even Secret Wars, I shit you not, they will not go by the comics. Oh boy. By the way, I'm so proud of you, Rippa. Keep killing it, bro.
Appreciate that. Appreciate it.
I imagine Secret Wars would be dog shit.
There's absolutely no way they're going to stick to the fucking comics. Like, no.
I mean, they haven't so far. So
yeah, I was about to say that. What if they're not showing you?
Yeah, Adam Warlock. Eric Bailey for 10. That's so easy. There's no excuse not to use Adam Warlock.
Yep,
like
they fucked that up.
There are excuses for them to like have to do workarounds, especially for something like Civil War when you don't have the X-Men, when you don't have Fantastic Four, and you don't fully have Spider-Man. There are like legitimate excuses for them. like not having Adam Warlock, there's no excuse for that.
Yeah,
It's
they just
inconceivable.
dropped the ball, and like now they want to try to introduce him, and it's like it's too late, motherfucker. Thanos arc's done, man. Like, what are you fucking doing?
Yeah.
Yep.
Eric Bailey for 10. Every time Margit stuck his massive staff up my Elden Ring character's bum, I was triggered. They should make the entire game for my sensitivities, because reasons. Shaking my head, stop giving idiots power.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, 100%, man. Like
my fucking chat made me walk around naked, and then when new people came in, they're like, "Why is your guy naked?" I'm like, "I don't fucking talk about it."
Make gaming great again. That's all I'll say. Make gaming great again.
Jace Fox, member for 11 months. Disney Star Wars is big trash. Everyone's going to be LGBTQ+++. And hail peeps. Thank you, Jace. Kyle Denson for 5. If teabagging's considered assault, I'm going to need Rippa to use his Rippaverse funds to bail me out. I play Halo Infinite on regular and teabag daily. Well, I'm sure that 8 other people that still play Halo Infinite are very upset that you teabag them, Kyle.
Uche. He's like, it's still pretty good. I'm like,
he teabagged you.
I fucking was teabagging the motherfucker out of his trash ass.
Well,
Halo Infinite.
He teabagged you after he broke your 7 kill streak, right?
Yeah, like he had there to fucking teabag me. I was like, that's disrespect. Disrespect, you bum.
Yeah. Rippa's like, I'm gonna sue you now. You assaulted me. I'm gonna
CJ for $10. Hail to G&G and the Fellowship. The Daredevil series on Netflix was incredible and universally loved. Should I hold out any hope that Marvel won't fuck it up?
No.
100%.
No. They're not even bringing back the same fucking writers. They're bringing back people that wrote fucking Covert Affairs on USA. Who the fuck are those guys?
Yeah. I watched that show. It's a girl show, right?
Yeah,
no, especially because the Daredevil show that they're going to do, it's called
Tits.
It's Born Again. Which
they're redoing the Born Again storyline. Yeah.
Which, if you for those that didn't know, the Netflix series season 3, one of the best seasons in any TV show ever, is the Born Again storyline when Daredevil gets his powers back after being defeated and everything. So they're going to redo one of the best things that they ever did, and hopefully we will see Daredevil come out as trans. I want that representation for blind people.
Trans and deaf. Safe travels. Love y'all. Be at Matsuri on Saturday. Hell yeah. It'll be good to see you, CJ.
Oh yeah.
Ike and Alice for 5. Hail TMNE. Hashtag I fart with J Cake. Did Krista enjoy her fudge?
Fuck, man.
You can answer that in the chat, Krista.
All right. Zenny Biscuit for $5.
No, it's we were live streaming the other day on the road. Then we stopped at Buc-ee's, so they were sending her snack super chat. So Krista snack fund, and so she bought the Buc-ee's fudge, the box of different fudge snacks, and yes, she very much enjoyed it.
There you go. Zenny Biscuit for $5. Ryan, don't worry about Baby Yoda making baby Yodas. He's a gelding. Also, Horsepox has been brought back. Don't look at me. Thank you, Zeddy Biscuit. I fucking hate Baby Yoda, little piece of shit.
Baby Yoda will end up being trans at some point, so don't worry. He'll grow up and be
he's
trans.
Not, he's a bigot.
Yeah.
They put Baby Groot in a dress.
Yeah, I would love a scene
With
where
boobs.
Baby Yoda just reveals himself to be a massive homophobe or something. Dude, I would
no
love
talking,
that shit.
but yeah, as soon as Obi-Wan gets near him, he's like
yeah, Obi-Wan comes close and he's just like gross or something, and just to see the Stan's minds explode, what are they gonna do? Can we please, Mandalorian season 3, Baby Yoda sees Giancarlo Esposito and he calls him the N-word, right? These are the kind of things we need in Star Wars.
Disbrew keeps pointing out he committed genocide in season 2.
He ate all those frog eggs.
Yeah, there was 2 left, and that's genocide. There's none of those eggs left.
There was actually backlash over that.
Yeah,
there were some people writing articles. We need to address how Baby Yoda just murdered this family.
Oh my god!
There was, but these are the fans you fucking asked for, you dumb cocksuckers. So you get what you deserve.
Never ever apologize these freaks, and never explain yourself to them. Fuck them. They think Ryan's a racist. What do? We just call him a racist all day long. Fuck you and your labels. We don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers is a racist. Okay, and fuck you gonna do about it? Like, you know, like your labels mean nothing. We just meme the fuck out of you. That's all you are.
I saw some people finally figured out. Some people clipped on Twitter that that my George Floyd memorial thing that I did at Universal. So I'm sure that'll go around.
I had to walk away at that when I was like, God damn it, Ryan. I was crying, laughing.
God, it was funny as hell.
Dude, oh my God.
Yeah.
It's like somebody
play it on the stream.
No, the fuck you should not. But somebody during my stream, somebody said something. They were like Ryan's toned it down lately, it seems. And I said, are you fucking kidding me? Did you see his live stream earlier? Dude.
Yeah. There's like this statue at Simpsons Land of like the founder of like Springfield or something who's dressed like Davy Crockett, but he's standing up there with his leg up and his like his foot is on like the neck of like a dead bear and he's like laying on the ground. And I saw that shit and I'm like, hey Alex, it's a George Floyd memorial. and like Alex is like, oh man, George Floyd.
You could tell, took a selfie. You could tell Ryan's confidence, which is never lacking, was kind of even higher at that point because he knew Alex would co-sign it. And so you could tell, like I could hear Ryan like being even louder than normal. And I just had to walk away. I'm like, holy shit. I'm just waiting. It's gonna be another bat. It's gonna be all over Twitter. It's gonna be all over clips. Everybody like, oh my God. Yeah. I was crying. Laughing. I was dying. So
I'm ready for a double down. I've made that joke a million times anyway, so it's not even anything new. Just people that don't watch my content, apparently. We did just
like to screenshot your thumbnail and title and just start crying about it. You know?
Oh yeah, I know. Like
I can't tell you how many times I've been accused of like breaking a story, you know, that I don't break stories. I just cover stories that other people are talking about. And then like, look, Jeremy said that this, I never fucking said anything, Adam. I said that this is being reported. You know what I mean? Like so-and-so's reporting this. If you got a problem with a fucking story, go to the fucking source. It ain't me. You know, but the problem is my videos probably get too many views for you. And that's all it comes down to. Because if my video had 12 fucking views, you would be crying about it. But because these videos get 50, 60, 70, 100,000 views, suddenly you're crying about it. That's your problem. Your problem is how many people like what we say. That's your problem. Fucking losers.
Pretty much. We did just get $100 super chat from Robert McDonald. Says, Notorious RBG is gone, but we now have the Notorious KBJ. Who's KBJ? Am I missing something, Robert?
Let me see. Let me go back and see it. Let me read this.
The Notorious KBJ. The Notorious RBG is gone. Notorious Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Oh, Kentaji Brown Jackson. That's what we're talking about. There it is. Yes, Kentaji Brown Jackson. I get it.
Yeah.
There we go. Thank you, Robert McDonald.
The fact that she's on, I guess a person who can't define what a woman is sitting on the Supreme Court is a better way to word it. But oh my God,
it took me a second to get it because I was thinking about blowjobs. I mean, that's where everyone's like should obviously go. But yeah. So thank you very much, Robert McDonald.
Yeah, and thank you for the super chat. And yeah, it's just what a clown world, bro. What a clown world.
It's true. Yeah. Joel Elrican for one. Ryan, why is the DSP Begacy so addicting to watch? Snort. Homology's intro is so damn catchy too. Snort. Anyway, all hail the Rippaverse. Snort. Thank you, Joel. Yeah, like I love watching DSP. Like I love watching DSP just struggle his way through life. It's so funny to watch. His life's so pathetic. So
people actually give that guy money.
Yeah, enough. Especially when he continuously complains about it. He blows it all on WWE champions. Yeah.
By the way, shout out to the legendary Vince McMahon, Vincent Kennedy McMahon. The man he's the only. This just shows you right here. This is why Rippa keeps saying, "I don't give a fuck how much money you give me. I ain't giving you shit." Vince McMahon is the only reason. Okay, the only reason that wrestling is at the level it is, and the WWE is where it's at. This man, at this point in time, unless I've missed something, this man doesn't even get an opportunity to walk out on his own show on his own creation and give a proper send-off.
Yeah, nope.
This man is a billionaire. He has created a multi-billion-dollar international industry that has transcended every culture. And because I guess the powers that be think he's not valuable enough anymore. And again, to be clear, I'm not saying that I'm a Vince guy outside of look, Vince McMahon's the same guy that pushed Hulk Hogan out the fucking door for a few years because he was on tape saying the N-word. So they had to distance himself from Hulk fucking Hogan. You know what I mean? So Vince has done these things too. But at the end of the day, Vince McMahon is the WWE. He is the WWE. It's the bottom line. And I'm going to keep following this. I'm going to cover it on Sports Wars. I know Ryan don't know no shit about this. He don't care. But I think this story is going to get very, very interesting. Bottom line, nobody's shocked that Vince McMahon paid off a bunch of fucking women to shut up that he fucked. Nobody. And all these executives that are now pushing him out because he's not valuable anymore. It's not that they are offended by what he did. They knew what the fuck he was doing, but he was of value to him. And that's the problem with virtue signaling, is these motherfuckers don't care about the shit that they pretend to be offended over. Because as long as Vince McMahon was of value to them, they had no problem with it. It's when he wasn't of value, now suddenly they want to put that out in the public sphere so they can push him out. And I'm sure more is going to come out. I'm sure Vince has done some fucked up shit. That's not the point here. The point is the powers that be knew he was doing fucked up shit, and they turned a blind eye. Yeah. Just like in the Harvey Weinstein shit. All those motherfuckers knew what Harvey Weinstein was doing, and all of a sudden they pretended to be fake offended when publicly they couldn't handle it anymore. Fuck these people.
Well, Vince said the N-word on national television right in front of Booker T, and nobody canceled him. Motherfucker ran around for almost a month with the ECW championship wearing a fucking do-rag. And nobody said shit to him. A 70-year-old man walking around with a fucking do-rag on, and everybody was fine with it.
I'll never forget, when COVID had everything shut down. Everything. There was a meme, and it's like every company, NBA, this person, all these companies shutting down. It said WWE, and it had a meme of Vince saying, "And the next wrestler to join the WWE, Corona virus." You know?
Yeah.
And Vince would do that shit, dude. Vince would capitalize off any fucking thing. He'll capitalize off racism. He'll capitalize off any fucking...
Dude, he should have had a wrestler named myocarditis. That's what he should have done. Just fucking makes people's hearts stop in the middle of the ring.
Well, one time Rosie O'Donnell called him out for some shit that he did. So he had some fat lady that he hired to play Rosie O'Donnell, and had somebody beat the shit out of her in the ring just because he's just like, whatever, man. So yeah, the fact that they're canceling them now shows you they don't give a shit.
Yeah. But it's just, look, Vince, I'm sure we're going to find a lot out about Vince, and very few people that have followed wrestling are going to be surprised at that news.
Not a single person thought that guy was a good dude.
No. And I never believed.
I still think he's a good dude.
I never believed he was like Harvey Weinstein or anything like that.
No.
I want to be clear. I didn't think that, but the fact that Vince was banging hot chicks on the side behind Linda McMahon, pretty much we all believe that.
That bitch, she knew about it. She didn't give a fuck.
Of course she did. So
she was running for public office. She was like, I don't give a fuck. Yeah.
Bottom line, Vince McMahon's a goddamn legend, and I respect the fuck out of what he created. But he also,
goddamn American hero.
Yeah, come out here, you rapist. I remember some NFL memes posted that one. They said when Ben Roethlisberger gets elected to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Vince,
come out here,
you rapist. I thought we had it uploaded. Maybe not.
It's one of my favorite fucking memes I've ever
had that
seen.
one.
So good.
Freaking Vince McMahon. Sparks for $5. Just received Razor Fist first book in the mail. Keep working hard, everyone. That's awesome. Hell yeah. Hail Razor Fist. God fucking speed. Let's see. Zero Max for 2. Obi-Wan Bend Over. Probably.
And make sure you tune in to D-Day Cobra tomorrow. If you didn't like me here, you can not like me over there too.
Yeah.
Gilly, God, I'm hiccuping. Gilly writes comics for $5. The lack of originality in mainstream entertainment is why I do my own comics. Keep your eyes on Gilly and Galactic Rodents of Mayhem. Rippa, keep doing your thing.
For sure.
Oh.
Hell yeah. There isn't much choice at this point. You got fucking $3 million with orders to fill.
Yep. Sure.
PayPal has $3 million.
The second cargo van, baby. Let's go.
That's right.
Yeah.
Aram Faye for 10. When fanfiction.net goes mainstream in entertainment, pretty much. Eric. Oh. Damn, Jeremy. That's rough.
Oh, fuck. That's so good, though.
Be funny if that was real.
I know, right?
Oh shit! That's a weird comma to forget there. I
cannot stand Jeremy.
I can't stand comma Jeremy. As if like writing, like he went from can't to cannot, right? It doesn't change any context. I cannot stand. I can't stand.
Somebody
Jeremy.
needs to face app my face on Homelander in that scene. They got let a fucking disabled on this team.
When he fucking pops that guy in the ears.
Oh shit, man.
Aram Faye for $10. We said that. Eric Beck for 10. So wait, if Oj and his brother are kids and Call Saul and Obi-Wan might be into it, does that mean they're turning Obi-Wan into a groomer? I think they're grooming him. Like Obi-Wan is a kid. Like Obi-Wan's like 15 or something at the time, right? So they're all around the same age group. And they're talking about all this shit. Sarah Tano for $50. Thank you so much, Sarah. Hello. Spent my money on Springsteen tickets for my parents, who met in the 80s because of him. They disagree politically, but whatever. It's their anniversary, and I wouldn't be born and typing this without them. It's for them. Also, I miss the old WWE. Well, thank you, Sarah, for the big super chat. We appreciate it.
Appreciate that. Yeah, for sure, man. And that's awesome. Thank you, Sarah Tano. We're always seeing you in the chat and everything like that. And yeah, man, that's what we got to get. This fictional world that's been created by Twitter that you can't disagree politically and not coexist is such a nonsensical argument to normal everyday people. You know what I mean? Like, what fucking world do these people live in? And we have to stop getting that narrative that continues to gain traction. Normal people disagree all the time.
Yep, 100%. Wolfsbane for 5. I remember reading the old Jedi Apprentice books with Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon. Those books were my introduction to the expanded universe. Because after I saw Phantom Menace, I was like, oh, crazy Star Wars. And I saw the first Jedi Apprentice book, The Rising Storm, I think, in one of those scholastic catalogs that they used to have and they used to hand out at your schools. And I had my mom order it, and I read it, and I was fucking hooked. And I read everything I could get my hands on. But anyway, it says mostly action, mystery, and character moments with limited romance. And yeah, the series is the very limited romance that is in there. And it's with Obi-Wan, but yeah, let's turn him into a dude who an MLM, a male loving man. Shit.
But back to Seratano's, there's two things I want to talk about in Super Chat. But number one, you mentioned Bruce Springsteen. I can't hear a Springsteen or Bon Jovi song without thinking about how angry it would make Gary that I would be listening to it. I've never been I like some of Springsteen stuff, but I do like a lot of Bon Jovi songs. But man, Gary gets so angry about it. It's so fucking funny. And old WWE/WWF is king.
Yeah. They're apparently they're talking about going back to TV 14, but it still won't be the same.
It won't. I mean, I just don't. I don't know, man. I've been checked out of the current product for so long. I really don't know what's going to happen with Triple H and Stephanie and all that. But
I mean, what does TV 14 even mean now? It's probably like you can't really swear that much, but you can talk about like children transitioning or something. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I don't even understand what the fuck the rating system is now.
I don't either.
Bama grad for $5. Hail to all. Question for Ivan: are you going to Dragon Con this year? They will be selling an Ivan the Dragon collectible.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, I guess I am going to then. I mean,
Is it Ivan a bad dragon?
I mean, like, I don't even know. Like, there's some people on Twitter, like, they Photoshop me into like this weird Aquaman looking thing. Apparently selling fish.
That's Namor. That's the Namor.
Namor
for Black Panther.
Fucking normie.
He's mine now.
What the? I didn't know about his existence like 20 minutes ago.
No.
So I guess I mean
that's what I said.
Yeah. All right.
I'm an anime normie.
Yeah.
Yeah. You fucking noob.
Yeah. Exactly. I'm proud of that though.
Having a crush on Misty, finding out that she was 10.
Yeah, that was weird. We were talking about like anime girls, and I was like, "Is Misty going to be on this list?" She's like, "I don't know," and I'm like, "I wonder." Like, Ash is kind of young. I wonder how old she is. And I was like, "Oh my god, she's 10 years old in the show. What the fuck?" Think of how many weird shit is out there about her. But anime people,
that's a world.
Yeah, Valientes for 5 on the hot garbage. It is the Obi-Wan novel. This is what happens when you give Star Wars to activists, perverts, and corny romance novel writers.
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. Jess, aka SBD Girl, says, Jeremy tagged you in a retweet. John Cena skin coming to Fortnite. How are you going to be able to see it? You need to find a way to play on the road.
Why the fuck would I care about playing with a John Cena skin?
I'll play with John Cena.
Well, you'll never lose.
Fortnite.
You'll never lose, and he has a built-in cloak. Yeah.
Hustle, loyalty, and respect, Jeremy.
Don't fucking do that.
Like, okay, I'm not like a John Cena hater, but I'm not like I'm not a fan either.
Word
like,
life, piece of shit.
I don't
fucking asshole.
I don't care that he's in it, but I like the LeBron James bullshit. That's almost enough to make me stop playing this shit. But when I know I can,
if they accurately represented his hairline, I'd be in support of it.
All I know is if you're on my team and you're LeBron James, you ain't getting revived. I will watch your ass fucking die. I ain't reviving you for shit if you're LeBron James. So Jay, I ain't reviving you. It ain't happening. So, that's actually like I heard that this is the reason why Vince had to step down because he was pushing to get a Chris Benoit skin for Fortnite.
He can't use weapons.
It's just a rumor.
Put you in a choke.
God damn.
It's just a rumor. It's just a rumor. I'm not confirming
demographic.
Not confirming anything. All right. So.
I'm trying to go. I'm pretty sure NBA memes tweeted. Oh my god, here it is.
Oh no.
You were talking about LeBron's hairline. I remembered this. I just scrolled back a couple days for it. But
is it the Reese Cup one?
No, it was similar.
Oh my god.
It's Kyle Kuzma. Back when Kyle Kuzma was on the Lakers. Putting on LeBron's hairpiece. So dumb.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, man.
That's the real crown right there. That's the only crown LeBron James deserves.
That's good.
But, man, God, NBA, they retweeted something else, too, because then I retweeted it about Michael Jordan's Wizards squad. Here it is. I think it was NBA memes, too, actually. Here it is. Been popping up a lot in my shit. A washed Michael Jordan was able to take Kwame Brown to get more wins on the Wizards than LeBron was able to get with Westbrook, AD, and Melo.
Damn.
Now that's a burn. That's a burn right there.
You remember Jerry Stackhouse?
Jerry Stackhouse. That's Tyronn Lue as well, isn't it?
Is that ain't Ty Lue.
It looks
is
like
it? Is that Ty Lue?
Man, he played for everybody, so I don't remember it. I don't know if that's him though. Obviously that's Jerry Stackhouse.
Well, I know he played. Well, I know Tyronn Lue played for the Lakers.
Yeah, he played for the Lakers. That was when
2001.
AI stepped over.
Dropped his ass. That was when he was with the Lakers.
Who the fuck?
I think
is
that's
this
Ty
Christian Laettner?
Yeah, it's Ty Lue. That's what I figured. I figured it's Ty Lue.
Who is this?
I don't know who the fuck 44 is. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't know who the fuck that is.
That does look like Laettner.
Is that Christian Laettner? I think it's Christian Laettner. I gotta go. We're on a fucking tangent now. Hold on.
We're about to really lose viewers. This is the wrong fucking channel.
Yeah, he was on that Wizards team.
Yeah,
he was on that Wizards team.
If he was starting, holy shit, they had to have been fucking terrible.
I mean, he averaged 29 minutes a game, so he had to be starting.
Yeah, he was starting for sure.
8 points a game.
Yeah, he was fucking starting for sure.
And yes, Kwame Brown is pretty awesome. I'm subscribed to his YouTube channel, so
yeah,
we dropped like 600 viewers during that time.
Yeah,
you'll come back.
Be all right.
Let's see. John Joe Jr. for 5. Would you all tolerate identity politics if the stories were well written and good, or are you full stop on it regardless? The problem is it's the identity politics that makes them not well written. Like diversity in and of itself, having a black character, having a gay character, these things aren't what I would consider identity politics, right?
No.
But when you make it all about that, when the entire point of a character being inserted into a story is that they are black, or is that they are gay, or is that they are a woman, or is that they are, even if it is that they are white, right? You could go that way too. If that's the entirety of the character, they are a white male, and that's why they're here. Yeah, that's what makes storytelling not good. It's when you prioritize all that other shit ahead of good storytelling. That's when it's the problem.
Yes.
Well, it's like the difference between, like, I don't know, a show like The Boys and a show like Arcane. Arcane has a side-shaved, pink-haired lesbian in it, and it didn't matter because the story's fucking phenomenal and it's extremely well written. The characters all have depth, and there are black characters in it and white characters in it and female characters in it, and none of it feels inorganic. None of it feels like it's forced or anything. And you have a show like The Boys where the showrunners are like, Homelander is Trump. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I mean, they flat out tell you white men are bad and like, oh, you know, fucking, you know, women get it, girls get it done, and feminism and all that stuff. And they're flat out like spelling out the message for you, telling you what you're supposed to walk away with from that, even though they don't realize the fact that making Trump Homelander means that Trump is the most powerful man in the world and everybody's terrified of him.
It's just like the God Emperor Trump thing that they that was meant to like be like a disrespect to Trump, and it made him look awesome as fuck.
Yeah.
You know,
fucking
what I mean?
God Emperor 40K. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
So Rafter Man, listen.
I like The Boys.
Is actually a good show.
I like
it. It is a
lot.
good show, but it is impossible to come away from that show without feeling like the showrunners fucking despise you.
Because they do.
If you're a conservative,
they flat out said that they did.
I see. I kind of disagree with that because I stopped watching The Boys after season 1 because I heard what happened. Or at least specific. I didn't hear specifics, but I was like, well, I'm not watching it. But I've been hearing a lot of people talk, so I wanted to watch it to see for myself. I've powered through season 2 and season 3. Obviously, I'm a massive Trump supporter. No doubt about that. Everybody knows it. Now, I watched all of it, and then I called Ryan. I'm like, what's the fucking problem on the show? Because I love it. I see that they take shots at both sides, but then he told me what the showrunner said. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, that's a fucking problem. They don't.
Yeah, they flat out said that, like,
yeah,
V is supposed to represent toxic masculinity, and that the whole show and all season 3 is about how toxic masculinity makes everything worse, and how if there wasn't that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Like, Homelander is Trump. Like, Homelander
and they
is
flat out
Trump.
tell you that he's Trump.
Told you that he's Trump. And they said for Trump supporters that like the show, have you even fucking watched it? That's what they said.
They said it.
If you're watching it and you're not understanding that, like, I don't know, man, because it's so, to me, it was so on the nose. And although I do think the show is good, it's impossible to walk away from it and enjoy that show for me as much as I would a normal show, because it's clear they fucking hate you.
And the fact is, the reason it looks like they're taking shots at two sides is because the writers are so fucking dense. They don't realize that by saying Homelander is Trump, is they're making him the most powerful man in the world who works for fucking Vought, who is basically a stand-in for Amazon and Disney and all those companies that they defend in real life. The reason it feels like satire for both sides is not because it is, it's because they are that fucking dense that they don't realize that they are literally preaching about themselves when they make fun of Vought and say that Vaught's a piece of shit.
In my opinion, I think that the comment about Trump being Homelander is such a massive whiff on their part, because it only makes Trump seem cooler if that's your take. And I don't feel that it's like that they're saying he's the most powerful man in the fucking
I totally
world.
Disagree with that though, Jeremy, because they're like look at what they're doing with the rallies with Trump supporters.
I know that
Trump supporters have to be like, that's
the only
they're
reason
not
people
trying to
watch
make it
that show.
like that.
Homelander is the draw. Homelander is the only reason people are really drawn to that show, because he's awesome as fuck. He's fascinating, and so for the showrunners,
he's awesome in a terrible way. right?
That's what we fucking love. Donald Trump's not Donald Trump's an asshole. He's an egomaniac. He's a billionaire. He's banged porn stars. We know this.
But
he's still awesome.
I don't think there's a direct. I think that they thought that there was a better parallel to what they actually had, because they're like, well, Homelander's like a pathetic asshole. But the fact is, you also write him as the most powerful man in the world. And the fact is, not a single character in that show has ever stood up to Homelander and not backed the fuck down later, except for Giancarlo Esposito, which you then made a corrupt politician or businessman that got put in jail. So, like, here's the thing. Like, the fact is, the allegories are not right. Even if they're thinking that they're writing it well, they're not, because they're so fucking dense. They don't even realize what they're actually trying to say when they show the show. But the showrunners flat out said Homelander is Trump. They said that toxic masculinity, all the men in that show are bad and are living in toxic masculinity, and that, you know, all of those people are that, and that women are the ones that are the victims of everything, and they're trying to overcome the patriarchy. It's in the show writing. It's not even fucking hard to see. It's just that the show is also using a lot of shock value, and it has some cool scenes in it, and it does have some cool characters in it. Fucking, you know, they don't ever really shit on, you know, Butcher, but he's a good character. So there's a lot of good in it, but there's just as much shit written into the actual core of the story. I mean, it's there.
I have a question, especially to you, Jeremy, and to everyone in the chat. Right now, you just said that you enjoyed and that you really liked The Boys, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So after knowing what the writers have said and what the showrunner has said and everything, does that affect your experience watching The Boys? Are you still going to watch it?
No, it 100% does. 100% does. I didn't know that they said that. Like, I'd heard, like, because I just disconnected from it the moment that I heard that they were pushing bullshit. I was like, fuck them. I don't even want to see it. But so many people have been asking me about it. I mean, a lot of people. And this is like 2 seasons later. Finally, I was like, I'm just going to bite the bullet and watch this shit so I can give people feedback on it, because people want my opinion. So I watched it. And it wasn't after I watched it, because I didn't ask anybody anything. So then I called the fuck Rippa.
I don't even know why that played. I don't know why
that July. I've never watched The Boys.
He's like, we haven't talked about the Rippaverse in like half an hour. Let's go.
Said, motherfuckers, I made $3 million goddamn dollars.
I didn't mean to do that. I don't know why that automatically played. Like that was weird.
But yeah, so I called Ryan to ask him, and I was like, God, and to me, like, that is, I honestly do believe that that's what they think Trump is. Like, they do think that he's like a super villain. Like, they think he can do things that he can't do. Like, think he's capable of things that aren't possible. But this is the creature that they've created in their own
head. They're not saying that. They're not saying that Trump is a superhero.
No.
What I'm saying is they're hyperbolizing.
I understand
the idea of. Like,
I know they're not literally saying he can fly around and murder people. But what I'm saying is they have created such a villain in their mind that Trump is not. He's not what they think he is. But they've created this fictional villain in their head because they need him to be that. He is their enemy. He is this horrific person that, on one hand, they say he's dumb, and he did it with his daddy's money. And on the other hand, they think he's this Lex Luthor mastermind. He's neither. He's just Trump. He's just an arrogant guy who has a good vibe and a good feel for things and operates with his gut. And he's got a magnetic personality that connects with a lot of people. That's essentially all he is.
But that's kind of not what they're saying. And they're not saying he's a Lex Luthor mastermind. They're saying he's a dude who was born with a lot of. They're saying Homelander was born with all these fucking abilities and he's emotionally unstable.
He
doesn't know how to, they're not saying he's Lex Luthor.
No. What I was saying is the reality of what people say about Trump is that they think he's a Lex Luthor type. The reality. That's what the reality is. They really think Trump is Lex Luthor.
I don't know.
Yes, 100%.
I don't think a lot of people think he's like.
Then how do they explain?
I think most of his critics think he's an idiot. I don't think they think he's a.
Did you not hear what I said? Did you not hear what I said? I said on one hand.
You said half people think he's a fucking idiot, didn't do anything.
I didn't
but
say
also that he's a
I
Lex Luthor criminal mastermind.
Fucking say that. I said on one hand they say he's an idiot that did it with his dad's money, and then on the other hand they create this idea that he's this mastermind Lex Luthor who has all of these villainous things that he's doing behind the scenes, when in reality he's neither. That's what I said.
How is that not what I said when I was explaining what you said?
Because you said half the people think this, and I didn't say half. I said
no,
on
but
one
you said
hand.
On one hand and then on the other, right?
Right,
Like,
meaning they have two different versions of the Trump that they create in their mind. These freaks that hate him, and I said in reality he's neither. He's Trump. He's neither the crazy lunatic that they say he is, and he's not the idiot that he says he is. He's just who he is.
Yeah.
But they've taken the Homelander character and they've created some fictional kind of idea, and it only just makes you know how ridiculously insane they are with their idea of their anti-Trump rhetoric.
Yeah, I personally think that it goes beyond just the Trump stuff. It's about Trump supporters as well. And that to me is like the one that's like way fucking beyond the pale. And I don't think you need the showrunner's comments to like see that. Like, to me, it's just fucking hit me over the head. And then when they came out and said it, it was just like, that's the fucking verification. But Levi Jackson, this is kind of what I think. That we go after both sides thing. Like you can see in the third season, to shoot at both sides, to the left with a 22 and to the right with a rocket launcher. That's 100% how it feels to me in this show.
It's definitely more, it's definitely more heavy-handed on the right. There's no doubt about it. But I see him making fun of the gay agenda stuff, the Black Lives Matter stuff. A-Train's a fucking idiot trying to pander to something that he doesn't care about.
They're also trying to redeem him in this season too now, and make him realize the error of his ways. You know, he's not redeemable because they think it's cool that he murdered a racist in the show.
I guess, like, for me, not knowing that the showrunner said that and watching through it, and the fact that they were trying to portray him as Trump, to me, that shows how flat it falls. Because I don't think that Homelander actually comes off as a Trump persona at all. And maybe that's because I know, at least from afar, obviously, I know Trump's not like that at all. Like, he's just not.
It's there. It's like what they think Trump is. Like,
but
that's
it falls
what they're
completely
doing.
flat. It calls because I can see stuff in media all the time. Like, oh my God, that's what they're trying to say. This I didn't pick up the Homelander is Trump stuff without knowing they said that. I did not pick it up at all. Just didn't.
Ivan, you need to go.
Yes. Yeah, I do.
Get the fuck out of here.
Well, I didn't want to leave without saying $3 million, motherfuckers. Hashtag Rippaverse, support him because he's black, unlike PayPal. I don't know, like whatever the trending hashtag is, I'm with it. Epic Mike, I'm not gonna give you a full hashtag because you're not full black, so I'm gonna give you like a V for support, I guess.
I'm not paying you to mow my lawn,
dude. You can't even afford it. Like we are in the minority here. You're not. I
can afford tacos from Jack in the Box. I'll be all right. I can give you some tacos from Jack in the Box.
No, but for real, thank you guys. That was awesome. I really appreciate everyone. Ryan, we cannot wait to have you back rating women. Jeremy, you can dodge it as much as you can. I'm still gonna bug you about it. Ripa, for like real, congratulations. Steph, looking radiant as always. And chat, you guys have been fantastic. Thank you so much. Subscribe to Weebs and Waifus. We have a lot of shit coming up. And buy the merch, even though we don't have any. Just buy some merch. Doesn't matter where. Yeah. Bye.
Yep. Yeah. Bye. All right, there you go. Does anybody else need to leave? Eric, I don't know if you got shit to take care of. Busy man.
I'm good for right now.
All right, cool. We're going to go through these super chats, guys, and then we're going to call it. Nathan Deal for 2. YouTube doesn't show you guys as broadcasting live. That was a couple hours ago. I got notifications and stuff, so I'm not sure. Jane Theory, what's up, Jane? Member for 4 months, says exactly. They're hijacking characters, uses platforms for social deconstruction. They hate fans. They hate money. Yes. Good to see Jane Theory here. Doll Life Dan for 20. Poor predators buy candy to lure children to their traps. Rich predators buy beloved brands like Star Wars and Marvel superheroes to lure children into their traps. But we will win. See you at Matsuri. Hey, we'll see you there, Dan. Yeah, that's a good point. Bruce Flash for $15 says Gary needs to make a Rippa's roast coffee. The illustration could be Eric with a smoking gun in each hand, a dead guy on ech side, one representing DC and the other Marvel.
At this rate, it's going to be a Rippaverse coffee at some point. So.
Hey man, you never know.
I do like you're already in the Geek Grind commercial.
Yeah, you are.
I am. I didn't know that.
Oh my gosh, hold on. I'll
Go
go to last FNT.
It.
It's usually in an intro.
You got to find it. Was it that intro? Yeah, I think so.
He does it in. We do the last one we were on.
Rippaverse Roasters right there. Says, well, that's the thing, though. I mean, I do think that the doors are going to be opened up for Rip in a lot of ways, but it's going to take time because he's got to that's what I think we fail to realize. He's still got a lot of work to do, man. This thing is blown up so much, and
business scaled up 100-fold, man. I got a lot of shit that I got to attend to, man.
Yeah, it's wild, man. And I mean, luckily he's got a couple of weeks off from Mario Kart, so he can focus in on that now. So. And by the way, I told everybody last week, and I apologize. So I told you guys Splatoon 2 was going to be back, and Lady Ripple's going to be joining us, but we just didn't have enough people because everybody was on the road. So we went ahead and did Fortnite on Wednesday over on Geeks and Gamers Play. So once we're back home and everybody's set, because everybody's traveling, like half the people that play Splatoon were kind of on the road last week. So we'll get that set up.
All right, here's the fucking Geek Grind Coffee commercial that gets played every FNT. You are a part of this, Rippa. You're coming up here.
God damn, Gary. Some serious gourmet shit. What flavor is this? That's right, it's the all-hell medium roast private blend. Check out the Geek Grind Coffee Nerdrotic page for our other options like the Decadent, Feathers of Liberty, vanilla-infused flavored coffee. Or if you're looking for...
God damn, man.
This is stupid, man.
And I believe it's for the dark roast. Let's see.
For something darker, try the dark roast FNT blend of the Fellowship. You know what?
Oh man. Shit.
Shout out to Geek Grind Coffee. There you go.
Oh my god, so damn funny. Friday Night Tights. We'll be back.
X-Ray Girl's so memeable.
Yeah,
dude. My favorite part of Friday Night Tights was that, obviously me and you weren't there, and there was a comment that a guy, and he said, "Yes, Jeremy isn't here to talk about himself and to try to take every conversation so he can promote himself and continue to talk about himself." And I'm like, you just talked about me in the comments. Yep. Why didn't you talk about this show if I wasn't there? You talked about me not being there. That makes me happy. I was like, God damn. Like, God, I love it. If it would have been on this channel, I would have made a video about that shit. But FNT, I'll let Ryan piss everybody off.
Yeah,
he's good at that.
Yeah, clearly. The only week we haven't got complaints about me on FNT was my Batman review week. Ruben Christopher Haynes, what's up, Ruben? Member for 13 months, says, "Hail to my true bros and sisters of G&G, authentic to the core. I'm still here fighting. I'm about to rise. Hail to the Rippaverse. We never give up."
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Ruben. Thank you, Emerald Eyes 7 Zemi. TJ Carr for 20. It's time to go on the offensive with these pervert run companies and their commie groups. Eric and some others got the ball rolling. I'm going to start growing my channel and go at them from a different angle. Thank you guys. Thank you, TJ.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah. Lord Pepsi for 2. When are we going to get They Hulk? That's a good point. I haven't watched the new She-Hulk trailer yet. I've avoided that. I might do a reaction to that. Apparently it's been really bad.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking bad. Yeah.
Chris Torby for 8. Fun fact: Zabri means testicles in Arabic. I wonder if Zabri will stick his lightsaber in Obi-Wan at some point.
Oh my god!
I think everybody will. I am Insanity for 5. Got my ticket for Anime Matsuri. Can't wait to see you there. Look for the 6'3" blood-soaked doctor with a chainsaw. Will be hard to miss. Wow, that's crazy.
Oh yeah,
sounds good. Bearded Mountain, member for 10 months. Been around a while. Jay has a real channel. I thought park hopping was his life. The more you know, I guess.
I wish he was still here.
I wish he was still here to hear that.
I did too. He's probably still listening. I did tell Jay though. I mean, I was really like, what we did with Alex Stein, and we've had like Tony from Real War Tactical come out, and which, by the way, he's going to be with us this weekend as well. So Tony, Real World Tactical, God, he's going to stand out so much. He's such a massive human being, but having like Alex and Tony, and that's what we want to do with Park Hopping, is kind of like bring people in, hang out with Jay, maybe hang out with a couple of the people from the crew, go do some fun stuff at Universal. It's sad they can't even stomach going to Disney anymore for like an entertaining reasons. Like, yeah, we'll still go to Disney and cover some of the bullshit they're doing because we have to, and we think that's necessary. But like, that was the thing. Like, when people are coming to town, there's not a decision to be made as to where we take them. We're going to Universal. Like, it's not even a discussion. We're not going to go to Disney. Fuck Disney. Now, if we're going to go there to cover it, yes, but not to go out there to have fun, because there's no fun to be had there right now. It's political propaganda. They're pieces of shit, man.
I think everyone's just catching up to my opinion I've always had about Disney World. Let's see. Anthony Gaming for 10. Hey, Jeremy, will you do a one-on-one live stream? Tom McDonald with Geeks and Gamers.
I mean, I'd love to have Tom McDonald on. I've never spoken with him. I know there's been some people bring him up, but yeah, I mean, I would, if anybody has contact with him, if he's interested, I would love to have a discussion with him for sure.
That'd be cool.
Love what he's doing.
Slain Hope for 5. I hope y'all know that you're on the front lines against the bourgeoisie. All jokes aside, you're fighting against actual supervillains and their henchmen. Thank you very much, Slain Hope. Jeremy, what would you have said? What would you have said if you got this? This word.
What are you putting in private chat?
Yeah.
Let's see. Borgiosi. Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Rippa.
Yeah.
Rippa's gone.
Yep. That's what I would
say. Mike Hill for 5. With Fast and Furious, Paul Walker's death, but they kept his character alive. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but the thing is like,
you can't really do that with this.
But again, that was a character that was invented for that movie franchise.
It's not an established fucking
and it's not to say that you can't recast something like that, but it's a different circumstance. That Paul Walker's character in that movie was defined by him and created for that movie franchise, not because it's not like Brian Earl Spillner was like a comic, lore for like 20 years or something prior to that. So
X-Ray Girl heard we were talking about her. She's here.
What up, X-Ray Girl?
We're talking about X-Ray Girl's her and Rippa co-star in the Geek Grind Coffee commercial. So that's what we were talking about. A Cherno Bag for 5. Rippa, I want to make a Black Dynamite versus Kung Fury comic. Any room in the Rippaverse?
I don't know. I don't know. That's silly though.
Someone says Paul Walker is a mantle.
True, everything's a goddamn mantle. So why can't he?
He's a legacy character.
Stephen Wasik for 20. Did anyone see Rippa's interview on Fox News? I saw it with Kilmeade, right?
Yeah.
The one?
Then I did his radio. Now I did his radio show too.
He just fucking butchered Gabe's last name.
Oh man, he fucking
he butchered. That was funny.
Gabe's name. I knew he was too. I was like, he's no way he's gonna pull this off, but he didn't. He didn't even get fucking close. But yeah, it was good. It was a good little.
It was a good interview though. Yeah,
it was a good interview. It was a good interview. Yeah, it was a good little spot.
Yeah. Grab some water, boys. It's gonna get real salty. Hail to the Rippaverse. Thank you, Steven. Ren Cloud Kicker for 10. Bucky will be taken over as the new Black Panther since they wouldn't give him the shield. I mean, I'd be down for it. Let's do it.
You know what's crazy is so somebody, and this just shows you the craziness of the YouTube algorithm. Like, so I saw that clip because some random channel or some account uploaded the clip with Rippa, and Gabe and Brian in the middle. So that was the thumbnail. I think, at least if I'm not mistaken, that clip that was uploaded a few hours prior to the official Fox News clip. That clip has almost as many views as the Fox News clip. And of course, Fox News got what, like 6, 7, 8 million subscribers or some shit, you know? And this is just like some random account that uploaded that clip. Like, it's insane.
Man.
Like, the YouTube algorithm is a weird,
it's a
weird thing.
weird animal, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. There you go, Jeremy.
Holy shit! They made Jay the girl.
Jay, Jay.
Jay.
Like, because she's kind of in the background, it's a little blurry. It like kind of works.
That's so
Oh my god.
The only thing I would add is just maybe put, he says like, I cannot stand, you know. Just
I cannot stand, yeah.
I cannot stand Jeremy.
I cannot stand Homelander.
Legion of Memers never disappoints, even adding Jay into it.
Anthony Gaming for 2 on his YouTube channel, 3.23 million. Tom McDonald's, I imagine, because that's who we talked about.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
Monkey Man for 10. Someone should make a Minority movie. Google Minority and you'll understand why that would make billions. Minority. I have no idea what that is. Sounds funny though. Double Brewski for 2. Cast Jody's Corner as Black Panther. Man, I don't think they got enough vibranium to make him a suit, to be honest.
That's for fucking shit.
Yeah, I don't know if that'll work. All right, where the fuck am I here? Boom, boom, boom. God damn, you guys fucking blowing it up tonight. Monty Guma for Guma for 5. Still find it very untactful when mega corporations use dead actors, social media to sell a movie. Stan Lee, Chadwick Boseman. Yeah, I think it's weird. Jose M for 2. Mexican Namor equals the message of representation. Pretty much. Josh Krushke for 5. You guys were not on FNT. Didn't notice. Oh, fuck you too, Josh. Judicial protest for 5. On MSNBC, attorney Robert Wallach called young Ripa an Uncle Tom. Thoughts? Is that for real?
Really?
This is my first time ever hearing about that.
Attorney Robert Wallach. Dude, if that happens...
I don't know what that is. Oof. Yeah, that's easy content for all of us if that actually happens.
All of us.
Yeah,
yes.
But I haven't heard about that at all.
Yeah. Somebody send us a clip or something.
That's the first I ever heard of that shit.
That'd be
like, did he do it on MSNBC or was it like some little sneak diss shit on like Twitter
or something?
Yeah.
Hold on.
If he did it on MSNBC, that's easy content. Our sales gonna jump up another million if he did that.
Yes.
Yeah. If that, you need to just DM that to us, get it to Ripa, DM it to us so we can see that, because we'll fucking we'll put these motherfuckers on blast. We'll get more views than MSNBC.
As Ripa says, easy.
That's easy. That's easy money right there. They do that. I actually kind of hope they did it.
Yeah,
man.
Me too.
Yeah.
Marty for 5. At some point, Disney's gonna have to answer to shareholders. Ripa, want to buy $3 million in Disney shares?
They had to give me the whole fucking company, and at this rate, that's about to gonna be the going rate if they keep fucking going the route they're going.
There you go. Fantastic Mr. Knox for Aussie 5. So the mutants isn't in either of the list of phase 5 or 6. Guess they're just winging it. It's not even funny anymore, but just sad as fuck. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing with the X-Men. It's very sad. Steph says, DM me the clip on Twitter. There you go. Evan Griffin for 10. Ripa, just watch the special with Deese, Sarah, and Horowitz. They brought the receipts.
Oh, yo, there's a good. I hate to be believe it or not, I don't even get paid for this shit, but I'm gonna say it anyway. There's an amazing special about jabs. Obviously, that whole special is not on YouTube because it would be taken down immediately on YouTube. But if you are subscribed to Blaze TV, you can see Dice Horowitz and Sarah Gonzalez go through this. I believe you can use promo code. I think it's unsafe. I think it is, and you can get in for cheap. It is an insanely good special. talking about what's going on or what went down with this whole jab situation. And yes, the receipts are there. So yeah.
Damn.
I don't get paid for that, believe it or not. That's just me saying it because it legit is good.
Hell yeah. Bet Seal for 2. Jeremy is just a token white guy for G&G.
Pretty much at this point.
Tom McD71 for 2 says Ironheart is Tony Darker.
I can see that.
Yeah. Did it all herself? Yeah.
Good one. Fantastic Mr. Knox for 5. These articles by the likes of Forbes rumored to have Giancarlo Esposito as Xavier for the MCU. Thoughts? Wouldn't be surprised.
I think he's a phenomenal actor, but I think that's just again, you gotta understand the climate that you're in and the people involved with it. And no, it's just like what's his name, Jeffrey Wright. Like I think Jeffrey Wright's a fantastic actor. You know what I mean? But obviously, him being cast as Gordon is an identity politics move. Just is,
Mm-hmm.
So.
Marcus Henry for 2 is Tugs, the tokenized version of Tug. Maybe. Modalicious for 2. Hey, Rippa, headed to Area 51. Wish me luck.
Good luck.
Hey, Arudai says that Jeremy's the Kathleen Kinney of Geeks and Gamers, and Arudai is the Lord Miller of Geeks and Gamers. He's about to be fucking shit canned. So
damn. That's good. Joshua Hilton Bright for 10. Shout out to the Atako and Waifu channel. Go watch Ryan B. Degenerate. Also, great campaign on tabletop. G&G putting in the work. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
John Thomas for 5. Rip it. Tim Pool switched to Parallel Economy and booted PayPal. We talked about that a little earlier. Thank you, John. I love Scotch for 10. PayPal is holding 4K of mine. Seller turned out to be a scammer. Never shipped yet a verified account. I'm disputing it now, though PayPal might not side with me. I'll be out 4K. That's interesting. Saratano, member for 7 months, paid with PayPal. That's the first problem I've had. I will raise hell. Go Rippaverse. Thank you, Sarah. I think I might have paid with PayPal too. Like I think I actually did a couple. I don't care. Rip was gonna have to ship me his shit anyway. I don't give a fuck. But I think I might have done a couple orders with one, a couple orders with the other, because at one point in time it was like loading quicker when the website was done if I just used the straight credit card, I think. So
Arudai, this is like some drunk 3PO level shit. Like you start a fucking hashtag, bro. Like
God damn, man. What are you doing, bro? You're doing so good,
man.
Cringe.
At least use your alt. Come on, bro.
Yeah, we get a thousands of watchers on the live stream, and he's just gone, man. Yeah.
I mean, we had one of our writers, at least use alt a few weeks ago trying to get on the show. So
get the Hollywood Scholar on. I stand with Hollywood Scholar. Main event.
I'll donate money to get him on there. And like, okay.
Happy Plague Doctor for 2. People thinking they're protected with PayPal. I don't know what that means. Dieter Pinklage for 2. Dan Bongino equals Dak Prescott plus Scruff McGruff. Holy shit.
That's crazy. Prescott.
That's fucking
Dak Prescott and Scuff McGruff, dude.
That's pretty funny. I
need to see a mashup of them.
Listen, I got nothing against Dan Bongino. Okay, I literally have never listened to an entire episode of this man's show. I don't know. I know he's a big deal. I know a lot of people like him. I have never listened to anything he's done consistently. I've never watched, which I guess the same goes for Joe Rogan. Until the Gina Carano episode, I'd never watched an entire episode of Joe Rogan. You know.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I don't really care for Joe Rogan either. I mean, I respect him, but in other words, I don't give a fuck about going on your channel, Joe. Sorry.
Let's see. Radicalized Ryan for $25 on Odyssey. Thank you, Radicalized Ryan. And then he also says, I was driving home from work and just heard the quartering on SiriusXM's Patriot channel.
That's cool.
That's interesting. I have no idea what that is. I don't do satellite radio, but that's cool. Very cool indeed. Shout out to quartering. Let me refresh this real quick. All right, good.
I watched more quartering stuff than I with Joe Rogan. Huh? I watch more Tim Pool.
I watch a decent Joe Rogan. I watch a decent amount of Joe Rogan.
I don't even like Tim Pool.
I watch a decent amount of Joe Rogan too. Yeah.
Marcus Henry for 5. What happened to the video with Ivan, Krista, and Amanda? I was looking for it but couldn't find it. Did it get deleted from Weebs and Waifus? There's a new channel, so
yeah. So essentially, it was probably something that was on the previous channel that we had as Weebs and Waifus, but we that became more challenging than we were prepared for. So that's why we created the new channel. And I'm not re-uploading any of the content on that channel because YouTube is being really weird about like re-uploaded and reused content right now. So I don't want to trigger the algorithm on the new channel by re-uploading content that was on that channel. So Ivan's probably unlisted most of that stuff. So my apologies for the inconvenience. It was just dealing with the cards were dealt, basically. So
Blue-eyed Scorpio is laughing at his fucking chat. Bill Southerby for 10. Interviewing people at those Weeb cons under the names Weebs and Waifus is great because so many of them hate geeks and gamers. So when they later realize you're affiliated, they'll be pissed about it.
They will.
Maybe.
Same thing with D&D. Same thing with sports. Same thing with theme parks. We're taking over every fucking thing. You motherfuckers can't stop us. So,
Headcase Laboratory for 2. Hail Rippaverse. # join the Alpha Core. Green suits. I like Alpha Core. That's how I identify with the Rippaverse.
There you go.
Eric Beck for 5. If you want to offend Ryan, call him an In-N-Out supporter.
In-N-Out Burger is amazing.
I mean,
is there an In-N-Out Burger in Houston?
Probably there's one in Dallas, so I don't see why.
I hope there's one. I think there is actually. Haven't I had one?
It's probably going to be the worst one you've ever had.
Hey, a bad In-N-Out burger is still better than most. So I gotta say though, Ryan, and oh, glad you said that. Probably tomorrow I'm finally dropping the fast food tier list video. Amazing editing, like the best edited video you've ever seen on Geeks and Gamers. Like Jeff did a fantastic job. He put a lot of time into it.
I'm gonna get more hate for that than I am for my George Floyd joke.
Listen to me, Ryan. We are going to get fucking annihilated. I'm telling you, we're gonna get crushed.
I don't care. These motherfuckers have got a problem with us putting McDonald's up as like the king, one of the kings of fast food, when they fucking go there every single goddamn day, even though they hate themselves for it. Fuck you, dumb motherfuckers. At least I'm honest about shit. Fake fucks. That's real. That's reality.
Okay, Culver's is like the Butterburger is seriously. It's challenging like In-N-Out and Five Guys for me. Like the Butterburger just keeps getting better.
Culver's better than In-N-Out, dude.
Yeah, it's goated. Like Culver's is
Butterburger's better than In-N-Out.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh yeah.
You know,
it's not even a question.
Listen,
like,
me and my homegirl Lauren Chin agree. In-N-Out is the king.
She's from fucking Canada. She doesn't have.
That doesn't even. That's not even a real fucking place. They don't have real food there.
Shout out to Lauren Chin.
They can't even leave their country. They don't even know what's up.
I love Lauren, but she's fucking Canadian. I don't trust that shit.
Like I don't know what the. Yeah, no.
I don't know why. I don't know what kind of problem you have with Canada. They have really good leadership over
Never
there.
apologize for standing up for an LGBTQ2 plus.
Never gets old.
Shit. It's not a real party place.
That's literally Gavin Newsom. That's all that is. That's what's going to happen if he starts running.
Yeah.
So
let's see.
Probably didn't do blackface though, which is less fun. So.
Jared Armstrong for 5. I'm not surprised at anything these days. Apparently now 2 straight quarters of GDP decline does not mean recession. Yeah, it's interesting how they suddenly change the rules up, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, apparently getting caught smoking crack with hookers doesn't actually mean getting caught smoking crack with hookers, you know?
Yeah.
But Donald Trump Jr. took a picture of an animal he shot and legally killed. That's the worst thing Twitter saw. But the Hunter Biden, nah, that's no problem. There it is.
Well, they're giving out free crack pipes and needles in California now, Jeremy. We need to move off of this, okay? It's not a problem. It's just normal. It's just a normal thing now, okay?
Yeah.
It's fine. Yeah. Don't smoke crack.
Heron of Alexandria for 10. Ryan, give me the details of those messed up food orders. They forgot my sauce at Taco Bell the other day. Like, I asked for a bunch of fire sauce, and I assumed the dumb bitch could understand that. She put it in the thing, but I guess it's my fault that I didn't verify that it was all in there before I drove off, but I was kind of in a hurry, so I had to eat my shit dry, which sucked, but it was still Taco Bell. So
had to eat your horse meat dry. It sucks. Yeah, it's rough.
Whatever, as long as it tastes good.
I mean, it does taste delicious. Yeah.
And then it says, I love the live stream at Universal you guys did. Alex Stein said we'd make tall babies together. He did say that. Kyle Denson for 5. Since Disney already ruined our favorite franchises, let's gaslight them and ask them to be more inclusive and add furries. Spider Cat for the win. God. I'm going to do that, Kyle. Mary Nicholson for 10. Promised to send supers for every max win, so I'm keeping it. Red Bull has some stuff to figure out, though. Mercedes is gaining too much, and I don't like it. Red Bull versus Ferrari is more fun to watch. Thank you, Mary.
I want to play an F1 game. Those F1 games are so fucking good. Shout out to the F1 fans out there.
Yeah, I don't really follow F1 too much. But...
F1 video games are really freaking cool. JS Pena says, yes, Jeremy, we have an In-N-Out here in Houston. Whoa. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm going to send you a picture, Ryan.
They have a Culver's in Houston? Because that's what they need.
I think they do.
Mary Nicholson.
Oh, yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yeah.
I just said that. Slick Rick, member for 4 months. Check out Jim Brewer's new stand-up special on YouTube. He probably does the definitive mockery of the last 2 years of woke garbage. God bless you all. Well, we'll have to check it out. Thank you, Slick Rick. Gerald Armstrong for 5. You could be Josiah Rises and now know how to pronounce Vince McMahon. Wait, did he not know?
Dude, he pronounced it so fucking bad.
It was.
He was like Vince McMahon. He goes Vince McMahon, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, why did you go back and repronounce it? You were fine.
Who did that? Josiah.
Yeah. He goes.
Of course, he fucking did it.
Yeah, Vince McMahon, and I was like, what?
Again, this is the same Josiah who said, I don't know who Jim Lee guy is, what he knows about comics, but
yeah. Did you hear about that, Rippa? Do you know that one?
That's good.
So
that's pretty good.
It was when Jim Lee.
I don't know who this
over,
Eric
like,
July
DC,
is or what he knows about the Rippaverse.
It was when Jim Lee took over like DC Entertainment or whatever for that little bit that he did, and like Josiah makes a video. He's like, Jim Lee is going to be taking over for DC movies and TVs. Now, I don't know who this Jim Lee guy is. I've never heard of him before, but apparently DC thinks he's going to lead them forward. He's probably a woke lunatic. Probably doesn't know anything about comic books. Sounds like a diversity hire to me.
Oh shit!
But yeah, this is what he said about Jim fucking Lee, dude.
Oh man, that's pretty fucking.
He did an entire video about Tom Brady and had no idea who he was.
He did.
Entire fucking video, and if you watch, he's super vague about who the fuck Tom Brady is.
It's got 200,000 views. It got
200,000. And I was like, you don't even know who Tom Brady is. He's like, no, dude, I have no fucking clue. Like, he didn't even try.
Oh man, that's pretty good.
Fucking disgusting.
That's pretty good, man. And I like that he, even despite it being out of the fucking loop, man, this motherfucker ended up getting the easy 100,000 views on some stupid.
He was straight up just BS the whole video and have no fucking clue.
Yeah, that's impressive, man. I fucking work hard for my 100,000 views, man.
I know, right?
I try to be knowledgeable and shit on what I'm talking about. I'm doing it the wrong way,
bro.
This motherfucker Josiah don't even know what
going on, man. I'm gonna drop this fast food tier list video. I'd say like 20, 30 hours probably. I don't know how much editing went into this thing. Like a lot of editing went into this. And once you get like 20,000 views. Once you get 20,000.
Yeah. It sucks, man, when they happen. It was like those old like comic videos that I used to do. That took me like literally 2 days to fucking edit and shit. And people, I like them. I was like, well, why wasn't y'all watching them goddamn things, man? Shit, y'all like them so fucking much. Why would y'all? I think the ones that did really well, the only one that did really well was the one that there was the Birds of Prey, and obviously Zack Snyder fucking.
Mm-hmm.
That one did like insanely well. Other than that, they did okay, but nothing like my just regular commentary videos are way easier to edit. So yeah.
Look at this. This Vince McMahon probably doesn't know wrestling. Just
Vince McMahon. Who's this guy?
Vince McMahon.
Yeah, dude. The worst part about it is he was fine. If you just fucking plowed through the word, he would have been okay. Stop.
So stupid, man.
Asshole. It's like I was so mad at him.
That is rough, dude.
We gotta upload that clip, dude.
Yeah, we do. That was a good one, actually.
Yeah.
Let's see. Dapper Helljumper for 5. Jeremy, did you know that Colonel Sanders shot a motherfucker over a gas station sign? Did you really?
What?
Did you know Colonel Sanders shot a motherfucker over a gas station sign?
He got tackled by the water boy, but no.
I don't know.
You're wrong, Colonel Sanders.
I know he got Papa John. I know he got Papa John in trouble. Some of his old quotes. I've eaten 40 pizzas in the last 30 days. Phil Devereaux for $2. Comicsgate is too great for hate. Men fences unite.
Comicsgate's doing awesome stuff.
I don't even really know what you're talking about. I don't think I've heard anybody on this panel say anything bad about Comicsgate, to be honest with you. So yeah, shout out Comicsgate.
Yep.
Scully for $5. RK Outpost. If you get into anime, my recommended for you would be Megalobox. Think Rocky, where he fights dude with cybernetic enhancements. There you go. I've had a lot of suggestions for anime. I will probably get around to it at some point. Dermy Wormy for 5. Mahler said it best. The boys Lofty slaps one side while nuking the other side. Plus, they have an AOC character, at least in season 2. I don't know if that character is necessarily AOC. I don't know if that... I don't know if you can draw a direct correlation. You get a little more development from her from season 3, though.
Yeah.
Modalicious for 5. Homelander is the... I might as well read it. Modalicious for 5. Homelander is the former vice president. He openly deletes people to protect his kid, and nobody notices when it gets memory holed by corporate media.
Ouch. I was trying to see, like, if I was looking, I'm not signed in on my Google Drive here on this laptop. I think I have that clip of when we reacted to Josiah. I love diversity. I had it in the Google Drive, Ryan, but I don't know if it's too much. We probably just need to upload it to premium members at first, but I'll show it next week. We have this clip where we're in the Geeks Gamers house in Orlando, and we're watching an old Josiah Rises and Ben video where they did this show called We Are Geek. So bad.
It's so cringe.
And there's like a line in it where Josiah's like,
they're talking about diversity in movies, and like Marvel movies and shit.
And Josiah's like, I love diversity, and dude, like, we laughed so fucking hard. It was so funny. Like, it was so bad. And he wasn't even talking about like the diversity of like, Hollywood bullshit. He was talking about like diversity of movies. That wasn't even like a thing back then, like all this diversity push, but holy shit, man. It was so funny.
Cringe.
It was so
apparently
good.
Colonel Sanders, shot a guy in the shoulder.
I respect
the shoot up. Yeah, some guy was trying to paint over a sign at the gas station. Yeah, he tried to paint over a sign at the gas station. Colonel Sanders came rolling up. Guy jumped off the ladder and started popping shots off at him. Colonel Sanders winged the guy.
That's cool.
Like, yeah.
Pretty
I'm
badass.
gonna go get some chicken now. Let's see. Jay for $3 super chat.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jay. Jakal for 2. LOL. Looks like Ryan and Ripper are in the same room. We are actually. We're roomies. PayPal won't give him his money. He needed a place to stay.
There you go. Now they're connected right there. So.
It works.
Jack Hudson for I got it. Fucking jumped on me, son of a bitch. It's so annoying.
Rude, I just mentioned that his favorite was the fucking Scarlett Johansson video.
Oh my god.
Lame.
And everybody's like, wait, what the fuck?
2 minutes of lead up for this, like Scarlett Johansson crushes.
He had so many people click on that fucking video.
Yeah, like Scarlett Johansson slams her Marvel co-star. What's his nuts? Hulk. What's that stupid fuck's name?
Mark Ruffalo.
Ruffalo.
Yeah.
And he goes like 2 minutes of senseless rambling just to be like, but in fact, what has been revealed is that in a recent interview, Scarlett Johansson called her Marvel co-star lame. He literally said it like that.
So many people were so fucking angry too. Like,
Rippa likes my Josiah.
Yeah, man, Josiah's pretty good. That's really
dude, Ryan's impersonations are just scary good. But I really do like the Josiah one. Like, you got to start out the video. Do it. You got to do it.
We all know that Hollywood is full of pedophiles, and they've been increasing in power each and every year. But now someone finally from the Hollywood inner circle is exposing it all. Ana de Armas said that she's leaving Hollywood. Basically.
Oh, fuck, man.
Except Josiah doesn't get to the point that quick. Like, he'll ramble on a little bit. It's pretty good. I can't ramble as much as Josiah can.
Dude, drunk 3PO.
That's pretty spot on, man. That's pretty spot on.
Jay?
Drunk 3PO.
Jay, well, Jay recently, especially when he does these like voiceover things, it's to the voiceover he'd be like, "Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel." It's like it's weird, like soft voice that he uses. But if not, it's like, "What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel." And we, you're not gonna believe what Star Wars is doing. I told y'all they were gonna do this. Nobody listened, but here we go.
Oh shit!
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Dude, Jeremy.
He's tried. He said he can't
I'm not
really
good
do
at Jeremy's.
Yeah.
Like
I asked him to impersonate me one time. He's like, I don't really like. He can't really figure out how to do that one.
Dude, Disparu.
I mean, it's easy to impersonate me in terms of going like, "What's up, Geeks and Gamers?" But that's just like that's mimicking the things that I say.
You say, not
like,
necessarily your like inflections and everything.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Disparu.
I'm not gonna. Disparu. I've never tried to do Disparu. I'm really bad at British accents, though.
Do Lethal.
Oh, you can't.
That's about as accurate as you can get right there.
Yeah, like
oh shit, that's fine.
Disparu is fucking blowing up. He's gonna be at 100,000.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
Doing so good.
He's so fucking excited about San Diego Comic-Con. He was like, "Oh,
He's
thank
like,
God, there's shit content finally."
yeah. He's like, the Rings of Power showrunners. I go Australian when I do it.
Yeah.
Like British is hard for me.
Yeah.
The Rings of Power showrunners. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Do Gary.
Ryan's
I
like,
don't know if I can do Gary.
Fucking
Shut the fuck up. Let me read Super Chat. But like I said, some people I like can instinctively do. Other people like I can't. I don't know why.
Do Mahler.
I just told you I can't fucking do British people. The fuck is your problem?
Do Drinker.
That's the same shit. Anytime I try to do a British or a Scottish or an Irish accent, it just turns up Australian. I don't know
Dan
why.
Vask.
Dan Vask.
Yeah.
Well, you can always do I will show you the meaning of pain. I will show you the meaning of humiliation. You can do that, but I don't know, Dan just talks like kind of a fancy Mexican.
We'll end it with the one he does better than anyone.
Fancy Mexican.
DSP.
We'll see.
The whole time, man.
Karen's been on the whole time, huh? Hello.
Yeah, all right. I'll give you guys a damn Vask real quick. Here you go.
I'm gonna teach you the meaning of pain. I'm gonna teach you the meaning of humiliation.
Humiliation.
Oh, do Alex Jones.
Which one?
I mean, you wanted me to do Alex Jones? It's basically a low gravelly voice.
Yeah.
You basically just say anything about New World Order, and Joe Biden, he's just a puppet. He's actually been dead for 6 years now. But they wanted to run so Kamala Harris could just control everything. We know what's going on with Strauss and New World Order. Oh, we know everything that's going on there. You guys see it. But by the way, watch this infomercial for Super Male Vitality. Hold on. Speaking of, I think I can probably. We're going to do Super Male Vitality. I probably actually, God damn it, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do this one. There you go.
Oh, God.
Oh, shit.
That's such a good one.
God damn, man.
Just 2 doses of Super Male Vitality Day. 30 days to be looking like this. You don't want to look like a little bitch, do you?
Alex Jones is a freaking legend, dude.
So I don't even know what's going on anymore.
Camera's on the whole time, huh?
Man. Jake Call for 2. LOL. Oh, I said that. Jack Hudson for 2. Thank you, Jack. Soul Man for $5. Not to be outdone by Marvel, DC will rebrand their properties: Super Person, Bat Person, Wonder Person, Aqua Person, and Person Who Runs Really Fast. I would not be surprised.
Yeah.
Emmanuel Guevara for 20. Hail all and congrats to Eric and the Rippaverse. You said you wouldn't shave your shoulders, but how about a hairy back Eric 4th variant cover? Also, I think Mo Bitches is your first Elseworld hero. We're with you, man.
Hell yeah.
I like Mo Bitches.
Mo Bitches, man.
There you go, Ryan.
What's up, Darius? As a fellow veteran, Ryan, I got to buy you a beer or shot, man. You're hilarious. Thank you, Darius. Yeah. Hey, man, anytime. I'll never turn down alcohol. That's for sure. But I appreciate it, buddy.
Is Josiah here? Somebody said Josiah's here.
Yeah. He said Alex Jones's peak body figure.
There he is. What up, Josiah? We've been talking about you a little bit, buddy.
He heard himself.
You can't call him Josiah anymore. You're dead naming him. His name is Joseph now.
Joseph. Dead naming. Dead naming is the most clown shit I've ever heard in my life, dude.
It ain't dead.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
No,
the snake is still alive and well.
I do like what Quartering when Quartering was covering that shit, but like he was like he's like, oh, my dead he's like my dead name is a Quarter Pounder, and you know all the names his haters say. So if you use those now, you're going to be banned from Twitter because that's how dumb this is. You know what I mean?
That's true.
See, he put it in chat. Joseph Rises.
Joseph Rises.
Yeah.
It's like that's like the commie version of Josiah. Joseph Stalin Rises.
Vince McMahon. Yeah.
Old Man Rising for $5 said, I watched the live. I was so wrong about Ryan. Is that the guy who you said told you I was toning it down?
Probably. I don't remember who it was, but I just remember I was like, if you think that, you probably need to watch the live stream.
Yeah. Monopoly Loser. There's going to be a couple people mad about that. Monopoly Loser for 5. Hi, guys. Just wanted to say hail and kudos to Rippa's awesome one-piece cap.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Hey, that's cool. I just thought it was a pirate.
No, it's a one piece.
Andrew Rowland for 2. Ironheart and Black Panther 2 is an automatic skip for me. Well, wait till she gets her own series, too. Ryan Dunson for 25. Hail G&G and hail Rippaverse. Thank you very much, Ryan. Joseph Fazio for 5. BS no burger joint can hold a candle to Florida's Char Hut. Have you been to the Char Hut, Jeremy?
What's that now?
Have you been to the Char Hut? Florida's Char Hut. It's a burger place in Florida.
I have not. I've never heard of Char Hut. Where's that located at in Florida? Florida's a big state.
No
Technically, there's three different versions of Florida. There's the Panhandle, which is the Redneck Riviera, which is where I'm from. Then you got Central Florida, and then you got South Florida. All three very different places.
I like the Redneck Riviera bar in Nashville. Darius Harvey for 25 guys. Denny's Burgers, Butter Burgers, Wendy's Burger King, McDonald's, or Burger King McDonald's.
I don't know. I don't know if I've had a Denny's burger in a long time. I like Denny's a lot.
I don't think I would I don't know if I've ever had a burger from Denny's, to be honest with you.
It's been a long time, but I have had them, but it's not something that I would put top tier, for sure.
If I go to a place that has breakfast available like that,
I'm getting that shit 99.9% of the fucking time.
It's weird.
Why wouldn't you?
I don't give a fuck what time of day it is.
Yeah, they're like, oh, we serve lunch. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. You serving breakfast right now, aren't you?
We keep, for some reason, every time we stop on these road trips, it's always Cracker Barrel, and we always
because that's where. What do you mean for some reason? That's where you want to go.
No, because it's like Jay.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Actually,
Jay, like the other day when K-Biz wanted to take K-Biz was wanting to take us out to like a nice restaurant, and I was like, I messaged back. I was like, we go to like Chili's, Applebee's, and then Jay's like, can we just go back to Cracker Barrel? I mean, yeah, kinda. I'm okay with that.
I mean, they have decent food, but fuck, it's weird in there, man.
No, Cracker Barrel's great, dude.
I imagine it'd be pretty uncomfortable as a black person.
That's what I'm saying, man. You walk up in there and everybody, Jedediah and his 16 fucking kids sitting in the corner, and they're all looking at you because they've never seen anybody with like dark hair, let alone fucking dark skin, and they're like, oh, and you're like, oh man, fuck, man, I'm gonna eat this fucking food.
They're like
staring at me and shit.
Well, partner, I don't know if you know this. This is a restaurant for people with nuclear families. Like,
do you know your father?
Yeah.
How many children do you have? Yeah. No, I don't know, man. It's just one of them things. It's just this weird feeling. The music they play is like slightly too aggressive. Like you're like, oh, it's like this isn't country. This is like deep cut country. Where they're like,
I watched this funny TikTok of like this black dude who's like, what it's like as a black man going into Cracker Barrel, and he just walks in, just like looking scared the whole time, like everything walking by, and he like finally gets down to his seat, and the waiter comes like, "What do you have, sir?" And he's like, "I have this." Like he just starts eating all the fucking really good food there.
I mean, the food is fucking. It slaps, man. It's just weird. It's just I don't know. Hey, it just makes a lot of sense. Weird. Jeremy. I get why Jeremy likes it in there so much.
Hey, Cracker Barrel's awesome, man.
Yeah, Jay always gets these dog shit pieces, like bricks of gum, like this just terrible shit. It's like cement. That's how hard it is. You gotta chew it.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
Every fucking time.
I don't know if it's double bubble.
Double bubble. I think it's
double bubble, but instead of like the individually wrapped, it's just like a stick, a double bubble, and it's awful.
He gets it every time. Every time.
John Thomas for 2. Whataburger greater than In-N-Out. I personally prefer Whataburger to In-N-Out. Yeah.
I mean, they're both really good, but In-N-Out.
DM for 2. Salty Cracker and Drinker are great. Collab. Well, I mean, we collabed with Drinker several times. Salty does his own thing. Salty came on Friday Night Tights with us and Alex Jones. But yeah, we're open to talking to Salty anytime, any damn. My nerdy home. Steph works for Salty Cracker.
Yeah, I work for Salty Cracker.
Jones spent that entire episode talking about how he was married to Salty Cracker. I was starting to get a little worried.
Where is Salty Cracker?
Where is he? We're married. We're
married
married.
to Salty Cracker. Yeah, shout out to Salty. We love Salty. So
yeah. Salty Cracker and Alex Jones' love story is going to end in monkeypox. Bong says for $2. I think Char Hut is where they cuss you out. No, that's called. That's not Char Hut.
It's called RK Outpost.
No, yeah, that's true. But the cuss out place. There's ones in Vegas and shit like that.
What is it? It's not.
Dick's?
Dick's.
Yeah, it's
Dick's
called
Last
Dick's.
Resort?
Oh,
Yeah.
there was Ed DeBevick's in
Dick's.
Chicago. They did that too. They cuss you out and they don't like you. They're like assholes to you for the service. Yeah.
Yeah. It's basically my experience with every fast food place. XSL for 2. Carl's Jr. / Hardee's has only good biscuit and gravy. Do you mean that's the only good thing they have, or they're the only good biscuit and gravy place?
I think he means that's the only good thing they have, which I would disagree with.
They got a couple decent burgers. I don't think there's anything to write home about, but
yeah,
I love biscuits and gravy, dude. Like hotel biscuits and gravy. If I'm staying at a hotel and they happen to have biscuits and gravy there, I'm gonna eat them until I just feel full as fuck. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like it's just kind of an obligation.
It's kind of the goat breakfast. I mean,
it is. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Kyle Denson for 5. Mo bitches could be Rippaverse's MODOK.
Oh man, it worked too, man. Just be a different shape than what MODOK is.
Where the bitches at?
Says Price on Odyssey says Rippa, for the love of God, make sleeveless hoodies for the gym so as fat people can get in shape one Rippaverse comic at a time.
Yeah.
All right.
And then someone says you can just cut the sleeves off a hoodie.
You can also do that too.
That's a lot of work, though. You heard the guy said we were fat. Like
And then you're paying for the extra material you ain't gonna use.
Yeah.
Steph, production value. Unmute yourself if you're gonna laugh. It helps production value.
That was funny though.
Yeah, it's like radicalized Ryan, just immediate response in the chat. You can always cut the sleeves off. But then radicalized Ryan embarrasses himself. I'm one of those weirdos who cuts corn off the cob with a knife. I can't stand when they get caught between my teeth.
What?
Didn't you do that, Steph? We went to what's that fucking place?
Bubba Gump Shrimp.
Bubba Gump, and she got
Ryan
corn on the
was
cob,
staring
and
at
she
me
just
the
immediately
entire
takes the knife, and is like cuts it off the cob. It's like, what the fuck are you
That's like
doing?
serial killer shit right there.
No, it's because like when you bite into a corn on the cob, like it can like spray out at people.
I don't give a shit about anybody else at the table.
And that's good manners. I'm just sort of cutting it so I can eat
Good
it with
manners?
fork. It is, so it doesn't spray out at people.
Hey, that's gonna get clipped. But Steph, pull up the video you made of Jay at Bubba Gump.
CJ for 2. I heard Rippa's haters like salt with their fries.
Yeah,
a lot of them definitely like fries. XSL for 2. Hardee's has the only biscuits and gravy that I can swallow. That's phrased weird, but I would swallow any biscuits and gravy. Just being honest with you, it's almost like pizza. Like that's almost the level biscuits and gravy's at for me. Where even if it's the fucking lowest of the low of pizza, I will fucking eat it, and I'll like it. DM for 2. I want Eric Comics Pride Year. Kick ass, young Rippa.
All right, here we go. Here we go. This is so fucking good.
Oh, god damn, man. Look at his fingers, bro.
Super weird being an adult. Like I'm just unsupervised, like, all the time. It's so unsafe. Does anyone else think it's super weird being an adult? Like,
it's not even planned or nothing.
It's just unsupervised, like, all the time. It's so unsafe.
Why does he look like that? Like, it looks like he's about to fucking cry, bro.
It's the lip thing. His lip starts quivering on one side. Look at him. Like, I don't know why one side of his face looks like he just got another booster or something. Like, I don't know what the deal is. Hey, Krista, just fucking smiling at the camera.
I like this one.
With a cute zone population, you. I'm a big fan of everything.
Please take this down.
Welcome to the cute zone population, you. I'm a big fan of
what the fuck, man?
Welcome to.
It's weird. Do the Josiah one where he's walking like a weirdo.
Oh yeah.
Friend walks
You got
like a
Josiah's,
penguin.
you got Josiah's fucking Sasquatch.
My
one,
friend
man.
walks like a
Oh,
penguin.
he's pigeon toed.
Y'all ain't right, man.
Listen, my nerdy home is dangerous with a camera and some editing tools.
He's pigeon toed as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ben is gross.
I'm bowling.
Do the Alex one.
Oh.
Fucking Ben.
No, this is universal hack. Pop it.
Free ketchup. So you don't have any money. You just come here. Oh, Look, free. They don't tell you this on the brochure. Free. You come here. Oh no. You don't have any money. You just come here and.
Those are literally 115 degrees.
You gotta have the cocktail, a little moussard. This is my favorite brand, French's.
What the fuck?
And you know, a little bit of mayo. Like Ramallah. Come on.
Losing it right now.
These are the secrets Universal does not want you to know because this is a hack. This is free. Take a couple, put them in your pocket for later. You didn't know about the mayonnaise one, and she claims to be an expert. I taught her free mayonnaise, free mustard, free ketchup. You can eat all day. This is a little secret they don't know.
So gross.
Dude,
Alex goes for it.
He is awesome. We have a full video over there on Park Hopping with Alex Thunder. There's actually a couple over there. But yeah, he was fantastic, man. He's a great guy. I can't wait to watch that full video he uploaded to Twitter. I did retweet it.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
It's really good.
Seems like a pretty good one. Headcase Laboratory for 2. Best fries are McDonald's when they're hot. Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Yeah, pretty good.
DM for 2 is Anna. That Star Wars girl gone into witness protection? I don't think so. She was just live streaming from San Diego Comic-Con, and I think she's going to be at Anime
Matsuri.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if that's like an inside joke about
latest. Yeah, her latest calendar's killing it. So
yeah, she's making fucking bank with that shit.
Yep.
So, not that I'm aware of, and if so, it's not very effective. CJ for $2. The MCU took too many booster shots. That's true. It's very true. All right. With that being said, we're all done, Jeremy.
All right. Well, Ryan, thank you again, as always, holding it down. Ryan has been crushing it. Man does not stop. And And yeah, so we are going to be at Anime Matsuri this weekend. So hopefully, we'll see a lot of you guys out there. And I think we're going to get to see a lot of you guys out there. Like I said, tomorrow I'll be live on my D-Day Cobra channel. I don't know exactly what time it'll be, sometime in the afternoon probably. And I'll catch up with all of you guys over there. But obviously support the Rippaverse. Rippa is hurting and he needs more orders. He needs more money. Please go support this man. His company is under attack. Please go support him. No, but in all seriousness, I want to see the Rippaverse continue to sail. It's awesome, but a great Tuesday night's main event. Shout out to the Legion of Memers for continuing to keep all of this shit relevant. You guys are the best. I love you guys. And yeah, in terms of all the stuff, like obviously with all the traveling we're doing, there's just a lot of opportunities that I have to make decisions on, and it's going to take a little bit longer, but I will keep you guys informed every step of the way as more clear stuff comes out that I can share with you. But look out for the fast food tier list video tomorrow. I'm going to drop that one here on Geeks and Gamers. I hope you guys enjoy it. Please watch it all the way through, like it, share it, comment below, tell us how much our opinions suck. But I hope you guys enjoy it. So Ryan, great job tonight. Steph, as always, thanks for being here. Mike, tell them what you got going on, man. Plug your stuff.
Yeah, man. You guys check me out on Twitch. Closing at 900 followers right now. _epic_Mike. You can find me at the same handle on Twitter. You can catch me this Saturday on Josiah Rises. We're doing the Epicverse live. Catch me every Monday and Wednesday, the Epicverse podcast. And then catch me next Monday and every subsequent Monday on Geeks and Gamers Tabletop for our Secrets of the Frost Maiden. It's going to be a good time. Quarter Black will be there next week, so we'll have the full crew ready to go, and it'll be fun, man. We already got to level 2, so we'll see where it goes.
Yep.
Steph, you put out a video on your YouTube channel today, didn't you?
I did. Yeah. I'm starting to get back into my YouTube channel. I kind of abandoned it for a little bit, but I need to start doing YouTube again. So yeah, you can find me on YouTube. Also Twitch, I stream almost every day. And then on Twitter and Instagram, all the same name, Minor Home.
There you go. Follow Steph for sure. She's doing a lot of shit behind the scenes for me and for Geeks and Gamers. So make sure to follow her and support her. And Rippa, I mean, what do you got coming up? Anything other than just fucking knocking shit out so you can come to Houston?
That's basically it. Just going to be working until I see you guys in Houston. Like I said, going into August, we got a couple of guys that Daily, no disrespect, Daily Wire. I don't think I've ever said this publicly, but they for those of y'all that don't know, they poached my my video editor from me, and I got the poacher back. So she's now back over here. She'll be leaving them.
Shit.
So suck it. Capitalism at its best. She's the one that wins out of all this because she's getting paid very, very, very well. But that means that going into August, on a serious note, there's going to be a lot of good content that we're going to be creating surrounding like the Rippaverse stuff that you guys will see that'll be just done in basically the most professional ways. The same people that have edited, like you see how good our trailers look, all of that sort of stuff, and we'll be doing that stuff like full time going through the week. So the team's expanded a lot. We got a few new members that we're adding going in the next month, and you're going to get content surrounding that as we prepare ourselves for the first kind of wave of fulfillment, which I'm excited for. So yep, I'll just be working, and we'll still stream from time to time. You guys put me a lot at ease because it was nerve-wracking for me, man. I told Ryan this when I stopped doing my show. That shit was stressful, man. Maybe that's not the proper term, but it was one of those days like I was like, fuck, man, my show's been my moneymaker, man. And you guys certainly made that way much of an easier decision for me to make. So I thank you guys so much for that continued support. We'll be again going into next month. We're gonna have a lot of content dropping for you.
Nice.
Oh yeah, man.
Love to hear it, man.
Josh Krutchke for 5. Dan's Hamburgers in Austin, Texas. Dan's Hamburgers sounds like a recommendation there. Awesome. And then over on Odyssey, I got a donation that says, Ryan, do a George Floyd impression. Well, I'll be real. Like, I've already been sober for 2 years, so I'm already ahead of the game there. But Yeah, with that, I guess we'll end the stream. We will see you guys in Houston for Anime Matsuri. It's going to be fucking awesome. Please come. If you guys are thinking about going, if you're debating it at all, just go. You will not regret. Nobody that like comes out or ever to these things ever has any regrets, but people do have regrets if they don't go. They definitely feel like they missed out. So we hope to see you guys all there, especially on that Saturday. So,
no, great job tonight, Ryan. Tuesday night's main event continuing to rock. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate you. Again, no Mario Kart stream this Sunday because we'll be out of town, and then we'll be back on it following week. So let's do it. I'll see you guys tomorrow on D-Day Cobra.
All right. Bye, everybody.